No. All right, good morning, good morning, good morning, 36th District Court is now in session. I am Judge Shannon A. Holmes, serving as your presiding judge. Thank you for your patience on this morning. Hope that all of you took the opportunity to watch the video on this morning as we're
You know
doing
what?
our.
Mr. Talley,
All right. This morning, as we are doing our sessions, our hearing, I want to know what you got out of the video, what lesson you learned, what struck your mind, what made you lift an eyebrow. And so I want to hear that on this morning. So make sure you share that with me. I am going to start on this morning with our promotees. While they are doing that, I'm going to have the attorneys, while I'm pinning the promotees, I'm going to have the attorneys place your appearance on the record, please.
excuse me, Miss Allen.
Hold on, Mr.
Mr. Reed,
Good morning, Judge. Thank you. For the record, she reads, Lord Beckwood, Specialty Court Defense Attorney, P 23860. Judge, if I may, I'd like to make a motion, a continuing motion, that my appearance be for all my clients this morning. Thank you, and good morning again.
I don't hear nothing.
all right, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Reed. I'm going to ask, as I do all the time, to please mute your device until I call your case. Thank you so much. Mr. Fikens, your appearance.
Thank you, and good morning, Your Honor. Robert Fikens, P 31894, Specialty Court Defense Attorney, and I would make a similar motion as Mr. Reed.
All right, thank you, Mr. Fikens. Both of you, your motions are granted. I'm going to start case managers. I can't see you because I've started pinning people. If you could place your appearance on the record. I think I saw Ms. Harris first.
Good morning, Your Honor. Angel Harris, case manager for Specialty Court.
All right, good morning, Ms. Harris. And then, did I see Mr. Griffin? If not, Ms. Cleveland?
Good morning, Your Honor. Toshi Cleveland, case manager for Specialty Court.
All right, thank you, Ms. Cleveland. Good morning to you. And then Mr. Yancey, are you on? No. All right, let's get moving with our promotees. I'm adding all of our promotees to pin them because we have so many people that are in the court. So give me a second. Uh-oh. Attorneys, I might have to take y'all out of the pit to put the other people in. I can only have so many. Let's see. All right, let's do it. I am ready. All right, Mr. Koyes, I'm gonna have to wait to add you to the pin because I only have so many spots. So I'm going to start off with the promotees, all of the individuals, and Mr. Koyes should be, and I believe he has an interpreter, so I'll do him separately. All right, and so let's do it. All of the individuals who have been pinned on this morning, you have been recommended for promotion by your case manager. Although I may not sound like I'm happy and excited for you, I am. I'm losing my voice, a little under the weather today. So I want to congratulate each one of you for your promotion. You are working hard. You have successfully completed the requirements in the phase that you're moving out of. You will have some additional requirements for the phase that you are moving into. I want to encourage each of you to make sure you continue to work hard. This is not the time to get lazy. This is not the time to not call in every day to check on your screenings. Notice that I said call in. I didn't say wait for a text because I do not use that method for notification. The method that I use is calling in. Call in every single day to see if your color has dropped. And so you must continue to do that. You must continue to follow your treatment plan with your provider. This is not the time to start canceling meetings, canceling sessions, or telling your provider that you want to opt out of what they are recommending. I have some people in the courtroom that are doing that, and we're gonna get that all together very quickly. And so if your provider recommends something for your treatment plan, they are the professionals. Follow it. I shouldn't have to make it a part of my order, but just in case you need to know, it becomes a part of my order because I'm not equipped to tell you what your treatment plan should look like. The provider is. And so you must follow their recommendations for treatment. And so I'm excited for you. Do not start letting your guard down, going places that you know you should not be, hanging with folks that you know may serve as a trigger. I expect you, as you're being promoted to a higher phase, that you're going to utilize the resources that the court has provided for you. Resources, whether it's attending a meeting, whether it's contacting your case manager, whether it's contacting our clinical assessor, Ms. Price, whether it is reaching out to your sponsor or to your recovery coach, or showing up with your provider, your counselor, calling your counselor. I expect you to utilize the resources that we have equipped you with and to utilize the resources that your counselor or your provider has equipped you with. And so I just want to make sure I tell you that because as you go to the higher phases, when or if there is an infraction, the sanctions may be stiffer, they may be harsher. And so I want to prepare you for that. So for all of our promotees, very excited for you. I'm going to now place your name on the record so that you all can tell me what I want from each of you. I know you're in compliance, your case manager has already told me that. I'll have your case manager tell you what phase you're being promoted to. And then I want you to tell me what you took from the movie, and then we'll get you a return to court date. I'm going to start with Alvin Coles, case number Z8082811. Mr. Coles, please unmute and state your name for the record.
Good morning, Alvin Coles.
All right, good morning, Mr. Coles. You are being promoted to phase 3, is that correct, Ms. Harris?
Yes, Your Honor, that is correct.
Thank you, Mr. Coles. You have successfully completed all of the requirements of phase 2. And so we are excited for you. I want to know, what was your takeaway today from the movie?
Don't do any drugs. Don't do any drugs. And of course, as you see on the media, TV and everything in the news, fentanyl is a bad and dangerous drug. So, it's all over the media, all over television, everywhere. Stay away from it. Stay away from drugs, period.
Because you never know what you're getting, even when they're somebody else's prescription drugs, right?
Correct.
All right, very good. You are going to phase 3. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
All right, awesome. You have successfully completed all of the requirements for phase 2. You are going to have a face-to-face with Ms. Harris, and that face-to-face will take place on, he's going to phase 3. So that face-to-face will take place on May 5th. Is that correct, Ms. Harris? No. May 12th. Hold on, phases 1 and 2, it's 2 weeks. I'm sorry, yes. So your face-to-face would be May 12th. Yes, ma'am, 2023. And we'll put it on the docket for 10:35 a.m. Did you get that, Mr. Coles?
Yes, ma'am, but I'll be done talk to her 100 times before then, so it's no problem,
Yes,
but thank you.
I got you. All right, I'm gonna have you go on mute. Before you do that, I'm gonna have you stay, because you all are gonna stay for each other's promotions. So before you go on, place yourself on mute. I need everybody in the courtroom to join me in celebrating Alvin Coles on his promotion to phase 3. Congratulations, Mr. Coles.
Thank you very much, Judge.
Congratulations. All right, stay with us. Keep your camera on, but mute your device for me. All right, let's do it. I am going to Mr. Alfonso Davis. Good morning, Mr. Davis. Uh-oh, unmute for me, Mr. Davis. I'm gonna send you a request to unmute. I'll put your case number on the record. Your case number is 200-454-9001. Mr. Davis, state your full name for me.
Alfonso Davis.
All right, Mr. Davis, it's my understanding you're over there working heat. What do you think about heat so far?
I didn't. I did CEO, and so I hadn't talked to him about the heat program yet, because I've been working with CEO that y'all had, that Miss Cleveland sent me. For the last month, I've been doing that.
Sorry, Your Honor.
That's
I
not
thought
what
you
I had.
right.
Go ahead, Ms. Cleveland.
I apologize, Your Honor. I understand how he might have had that confused, but he's there at the residential venue, and they started their program, and he was on the list to do it. So if he has not connected, they have not informed me that he's not in there. I'm being told that he
Okay.
is, but I will straighten that
Okay.
out.
Please straighten that out, because I believe that he does need, to do heat.
Yes,
And
Your Honor.
so I want him to do that. That doesn't change the posture of your recommendation for promotion, does it?
No, Your Honor.
All right, very good. All right, Mr. Davis, Miss Cleveland is going to get with them. I want you to do heat, okay? CEO will work with you, but I want you to do heat, all right?
Okay.
All
All
right,
right.
very good. All right, what did you get out of the video this morning?
To don't gotta be careful of the things you take. Matter of fact, yeah, just from what I understand, this young man took Percocet. Apparently didn't know what was in it. That's, not
That's
knowing. You don't do that. Prescription.
Yeah. And if you're not getting it from a doctor, your doctor, directly from your doctor to the pharmacy to you, then you roll the dice that it might
Yeah.
be something else, right?
Yeah, that's right.
All right, very good. Mr. Davis, you have completed all of the requirements of phase 2. You are in compliance with your program. Ms. Cleveland made the recommendation to promote you to phase 3. There were no objections. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right, awesome. I need you to get in that heat program, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. Mr. Davis, your next face-to-face meeting with Ms. Cleveland is going to be May 12th, 2023 at 10:35 a.m. Did you get that date?
Yes, I got it.
All right, awesome, awesome. Before, I'm gonna have you stay with us, place you on mute. I need everybody in the courtroom to join me in celebrating Mr. Alfonso Davis on his promotion to phase 3. Congratulations, Mr. Davis. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Right, very good. Let's keep going. We have a few more promotees. I have Augusto Lopez, case number SP 135-46891, and case number U 635-01222. Mr. Lopez, please state your full name for it.
Augusto Lopez.
All right, how are you this morning, sir?
Good. Sorry to hear you're under the weather, Miss Judge, but I hope you can get through today.
I will get through it. I promise you I will. I will get through it. I made it here, so I don't have a choice now. I have to get through it. So
Amen.
I'm glad that I'm starting the morning off with promotions. So that's a wonderful, wonderful thing. Excited for you. I think, Mr. Lopez, you've already watched the video before. Is that correct?
Yeah,
Have you watched
it struck me that, he was, the day he passed, he was supposed to get his braces and get a driver's license,
Yeah.
What an exciting day, and just, this is why I hate this disease, because it doesn't care about your plans, it doesn't care about your feelings, it doesn't care about your future. All it, and it hit me hard because it reminded me of everything I gave away for drugs. I gave away my freedom, I gave away, relationships, trust, money. I gave away a lot because to me that was more important, because I wasn't addressing what was really going on underneath. And I'm glad to watch that video, because it really does set things in perspective, of getting out of myself. Hopefully the weather can stave off, because I'm supposed to head to community service at that garden right after this. But every day is a blessing that we're alive, because you can be a kid, man, and not be here the next day because of some silly mistake. And I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be here today. I'm glad to wake up alive, and I'm glad I'm surrounded by my support system, my sponsor, my friends, everybody around me that make sure that I stay on the good path and not stray too far when, I want to do what I want to do, which is never in my best interest.
Yes. Well, thank you for admitting that. Thank you for admitting that. Absolutely. All right. I'm glad that you took the time to watch the video, and that even though you've seen it before, sounds like you took something different from it this time. Yeah, so I'm glad that you were able to watch it. Listen, Miss Cleveland made the recommendation to promote you to phase 3. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, then we want to do it. You're in compliance, you're working hard, no issues. And so your next meeting with Miss Cleveland will be May 12th, 2023. And that will be at 10:35 a.m. And before I mute you, I want everybody to join me in celebrating Mr. Lopez on his promotion to phase 3. Congratulations, Mr. Lopez. You're doing a great job. Yes, sir. All right. Let's do it. Stay hang with me. I have a few more to go. Let's do Mr. Shaw. Mr. Shaw, you made it. You are getting promoted on today. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm so sorry I'm late. It's got kind of busy, and
That's okay.
I'm so sorry.
That's okay. We're good. We're good. Let's do it. I have for Daniel Shaw, I have case number SP 111505151. Mr. Shaw, state your full name.
Daniel Enrique Shaw, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. Mr. Shaw, the recommendation was made to promote you. And so I want to hear from you. Did the video this morning have any type of impact on you?
Is it the same video that we've seen before?
Yes. Oh, that's okay. I have that you must have missed it, but that's okay, because you saw it before.
I seen it before, and after we watched it that one time, I went home and I showed it to my girlfriend, and we watched it. And that video actually, it brings a tear to my eye. I mean, it almost did, like it makes me sad, and it just lets me know, and I know that everybody is aware of, you don't take any kind of medicine from anybody else unless it's from the doctor, because things are so dangerous nowadays. I can't imagine if I took an ibuprofen or something, or got something, because I used to get them from coworkers because my body aches sometimes, and my coworkers, they won't even do that. Nobody will do that. It's so dangerous out there. It lets me know you got to be careful. It's dangerous. And I'm very grateful to be alive, because I put myself through a lot. I feel like I'm lucky, and I don't ever want to go back to that. And it's just sad out there. It's just, I read it in the news every day that people are dying. There's a lot going on out there. It's getting worse.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. So I'm glad that you have in your mind pictured that, this is just not good. And I hope that you're reminding yourself of that, because I'm certain you're still approached with, people will still seek you out, right? And so I hope that the video that you saw, and there's a plethora of videos out there in YouTube world about people who have lost their loved ones, lost their lives, lost their freedom, lost their body function, their body's ability to function because of one thing, because that one more time, that last, brouhaha or go around. So I'm glad that it still had that, you'll have that in your mind, Mr. Shaw. Absolutely.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
I was also, it made me feel pretty good. Like I seen some people from the meetings in this courtroom. I know it's supposed to be anonymous, but I think that's pretty cool. From the, the NA and AA meetings, there's some good people in there. And that's all. I don't want to take up too much time. I start talking. But I'm very grateful. Very, very
All
grateful.
right.
And I had
so,
no
listen,
idea. I had
Go
no
ahead.
idea that I was getting promoted. It's such
You
a surprise.
didn't. I
No,
had no idea either until Miss Cleveland mentioned it yesterday in our staffing. Yes,
and part of me
so
feels
very
like
good.
I feel like I mean I still feel like down on myself sometimes. Like when people give me credit, I feel like I don't deserve things sometimes. But
Mhm.
this is such a surprise, and I'm very grateful for it. I was always feeling like, man, I'm not. Am I ever gonna make it? I'm seeing everybody progress in the program, and I'm very grateful. It makes me happy. I'm going to the ARM program tomorrow morning, and I'm trying to get things done.
All right, I heard you going to arms, so I want you to go, keep an open mind, and be ready to come back and tell us what you've learned, okay?
Okay.
All right, awesome. Well, your next date with Miss Cleveland, because for you, you're going to phase 3 of a 3-phase program. And so this is the last phase for you. And so your next face-to-face with Miss Cleveland is going to be May 19th, 2023, and that will be at 10:35 a.m. And you and Miss Cleveland will work that out, okay?
I better write this down. It's when, May 23?
Yes. May 19th,
May 19th.
2023. I went to the last number. Don't do that.
Okay.
All right, very good. If nothing else, Mr. Shaw, I'm gonna have you go on, place yourself on mute, but I want everybody in the courtroom to join me in celebrating Mr. Shaw on his promotion to phase 3 of a phase 3 program. Congratulations, Mr. Shaw. Congratulations. All right, very good. All right, let's keep going. I have for Miss Williams Taylor, case number ZA080601. Miss Williams Taylor, please unmute and state your name for the record.
Good morning, Latasha Williams Taylor.
All right, how are you this morning?
I'm good.
All right, Miss Williams Taylor, you are being recommended for promotion to phase 5. Are you ready?
I am so ready.
You are so ready? All right, very good, very good. All right, well, I am excited for you. I hope that you are excited for you. You watched the movie, the clip on this morning. What's your takeaway?
It was very sad because the fact that, the next day that he has so many things, he has so much to accomplish and celebrate and things like that, but making that one choice could, you know, possibly hinder your life forever. And you just got to be careful of what you do and the choices that you make, you know.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. You must be. You have to be.
And his
Yes,
cousin
ma'am.
said that she knew that he had taken a drug and she should have said something, you know.
Mm.
Yeah, I felt like she should have probably, you know, I don't know if she could have stopped him because, you know, he probably would have did it anyway, but
Okay, get started.
she could have told someone, you know, or probably could have encouraged him to stop.
Absolutely. And guess what? She has to live with that decision for the rest of her life.
Yeah.
That's the sad part, right?
Yep.
She's got to live with it for the rest of her life. And so thank you for taking that portion from the story. All right, are you ready to go to your final phase?
Yes.
Let's do it. Miss, your next date with this court is going to be the May 19th, or face-to-face. It's going to be May 19th, 2023 at 10:35 a.m. with Miss Cleveland. Okay,
Okay.
all right. And so if nothing else, I'm gonna have you place yourself back on mute. And I need everyone in the courtroom to join me in celebrating Miss Williams-Taylor, final phase. Come on, let's celebrate her. Congratulations, Miss Williams-Taylor. Congratulations. All right, very good. Let's go to, I have Mr. Derek Williams, case number Z8082461. Mr. Williams, if you could unmute and state your name for the record, please.
Derek Williams.
All right, good morning, Mr. Williams. How are you today?
I'm blessed. Can't complain.
Yes, you are. All right, you ready?
I was born ready.
Well, all right now, very good. You one of a few. All right, very good. The recommendation has been made by Miss Cleveland to promote you today to phase 4. Are you ready to do that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, awesome. Tell me, what did you take from the video on this morning?
It's a bad habit to have, to pick up. It's not good to be around certain people like that that's using. Death don't care about what color you is, what shape, size, it's gonna come at you. As far as using drugs, the drug game is more heavier now, so it's best just to make better decisions for yourself. Be a man, be a woman,
Okay.
and live your life.
All right, very good, very good. All right, Miss, if there's nothing else for Mr. Williams, his next day, face-to-face, should be, is that still the May 19th date? Should it be May 19th for him? No, yes, May 19th. He should be the 19th. He's going to phase 4. May 19th, 2023 at 10:35 a.m. Mr. Williams, I hope that you are doing well with heat. How's that going?
Oh, I love it.
Did you say you love it?
Yes, I love it. It's a really good program. It's an eye opener, a big eye opener.
All right, very good, very good. I love it. All right, and so that means you're participating wholeheartedly, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I love it. Okay, I need everybody in the courtroom to join me in celebrating Derek Williams on his promotion to phase 4. Congratulations, Mr. Williams. Congratulations to you. Excited for you. All right, I'm gonna have you mute. And no, that's it. I know I have to do Mr. Koyes, but I'm going to do him, but I'm going to release the individuals that I have promoted so far. I want you all to have a wonderful weekend. Make sure no missed test, as I indicated earlier. Before I dismiss you though, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens.
Yes, Judge, thank you. Congratulations, everyone. Y'all deserve it.
Uh-oh, you're
Keep up
breaking
the
up
good
real
work.
bad, Mr. Reed.
Congratulations. That's it, you Judge.
And
All right,
Your
we
Honor,
heard that. We heard that.
if I'm not breaking up, I'll fill in for Mr. Reed as well. To all the people who've been promoted, this is a singular achievement of many more achievements to make, and we are so proud of you and all the efforts that you put in. We don't see all the efforts you put in. Sometimes you do it all by yourself without anybody watching and no one's there to clap. But just know that this clap today was because we are there. We're standing behind you. We're standing beside you, and we're so proud of you. So congratulations, everyone.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. All right. If nothing else from the case managers, Miss Cleveland and Miss Harris, did you have anything you want to say to your promotees or to the promotees?
Your Honor, I just want to say congratulations. Your hard work is paying off. Stay committed to yourself. You know, this program is here to help and boost that along for you. And I'm hoping that you're seeing completion on the horizon because it's going to come up quicker than you think.
Thank you. All right.
And I was just gonna say, obviously, Mr. Coles, I've been working with him since he came into the program, and he's continued to just show me how committed he is to the program and to his sobriety. And I'm very proud of him that he has made it now to phase 3. And to everybody else, a lot of you, I have seen you since you came in, and I've seen you progress, and you're doing great. And congratulations on all of your hard work as well. I'm sure that I'm proud of you, and I'm sure that Ms. Cleveland is just as proud of you as I am of Mr. Coles.
All right. Awesome. With that, let's come on, celebrate all of our promotees again. Thank you all for your patience. Congratulations to all of you. And you are all free to leave. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Let's keep going. I am now going to go to Mr. Koyes. And we have the interpreter with us. Is that correct?
Yes, Judge.
All right. Awesome. Let me find you. I see you, Mr. Zaman. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that you will interpret the words as spoken by the parties completely and accurately without any additions or deletions? So help you God.
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Thank you. State your name as well as your qualification.
Good morning, Judge Sayed Zaman, the court-appointed interpreter.
All right. Thank you. And what are your qualifications?
Judge, I'm professional qualified interpreter for the Tri-County and District Court, Circuit Court, including U.S. Federal Court, Eastern District of Michigan, Ann Arbor, Port Huron, and Detroit.
All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right. Mr. Koes, Mr. Ahmed, I'm sorry. I have the following for you. I have case. Case number, here we go. 220-090800. State your full name for the record, please. You may interpret this.
Judge, আপনার case doesn't 22-00-90800 আপনার নামটা হোক রেকর্ড হলে প্লিজ।
Koyes Ahmed.
Koyes Ahmed.
All right, good morning. You have been recommended. Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
শুভ সকাল।
All right. Mr. Koyes, Mr. Ahmed, you have been recommended for promotion to phase 2. Are you ready to go to phase 2?
জনাব কোয়েস আমার তোমারে phase 2 তোমারে প্রমোশন দেওয়া হইছে, তুমি রেডি নি এগুলো লাগি?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, very good, very good. And so I am going to have Miss Cleveland, tell us why you have recommended him for promotion. Is
He's
that, or is
actually-
it Miss Harris? Miss
It's
Harris.
me, Your Honor. I'm
All right.
Miss
recommending.
Harris, তুমি কো কিতা লাগি তুমি মনে করো হে যোগ্য phase 2 যাওয়ার লাগে?
I'm recommending him for promotion because he has come a long way in just his commitment to his sobriety and to this program in phase 1. He has worked through some hurdles.
Judge, হে আমি কিতা লাগি রিকমেন্ড করলাম phase 2 তারে প্রমোশন হলে কারণ হে বড় কষ্ট করে চেষ্টা করে phase 1 ও মনোর কাকু কমপ্লিট করতে তার কষ্ট হইছে সপ্তাহ সমন্বয় রাখিয়া হে চেষ্টা করে যে সপ্তাহ তন খারাপ তন বিরত চাই লাগি।
And he has remained consistent in pushing for the services that he needs, even when he's met with some barriers.
এবং যদিও তার আপত্তি মানে বাধা তাহার বাদেও নানান বাধা তাহার বাদেও হে প্রতিজ্ঞাবদ্ধ হে যে কোনো কিছু বিনিময়ে হে সপ্তাহ বজায় রাখিয়া হে ভালো হইতো।
And I want to recognize his commitment and hard work.
এবং তার হার্ড ওয়ার্ক করলে এই যে কষ্ট করে হে ভালো হইবার লাগে এর লাগে আমি তার প্রশংসার যোগ্য হিসাবে একটা করলাম।
All right, very good. Thank you.
ভালো, ধন্যবাদ।
Mr. Ahmed, are you having any issues? Anything you want to share with the court?
জনাব আহমদ, তোমার কোনো ইস্যু আছে নি যে তুমি চাও আদালতে জানতা?
জি না।
No.
All right, what did you learn? Well, I can't ask about the movie. All right, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, anything asked to Mr. Ahmed?
জনাব ফাইকান্স বা মিস্টার ইউকি লোকলর জিগারা তুমি তান কিছু সংযুক্ত করতানি জনাব আহমদর বিষয়ে?
Keep up the good work.
আমি জনাব রিলে কইরা যে বালা কাজ ওলা কন্টিনিউ করিয়া যাও।
Congratulations, sir. You're doing a great job.
মিস্টার ফাইকান্স আপনার আশীর্বাদ কইরা তুমি খুব বালা করা, আমি তোমার খুব খুশি।
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very good. Let's get the next date from Mr. Coes, Mr. Ahmed. It would be a face-to-face, and that is going to be on May 5th, 2023 at 10:35 a.m. Did you get that, Mr. Coes?
মেয়ের 5 তারিখ বাই at 10:35 আপনার am শুক্রবার পড়ে May 5th লিখে রাখো কা?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, very good. Good to see you. I need everybody in the courtroom to join me in celebrating Mr. Ahmed on his promotion to phase 2. Congratulations.
জনাব আহমদের ধন্যবাদ।
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll see you in a few weeks, sir.
কয়েক সপ্তাহ বাদে তোমার আবার দেখাইবো।
যে এখন আমি বাড়ি যেতাম।
Sorry.
Can I leave now?
Yes, he can.
Yes.
যাইতা কি পারেন?
Okay, thank you so much.
Miss Harris, do you
Thank you.
think we
Thank
can
you,
get
Mr.
Mr. Ahmad Kassir, my another matter?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Judge. Appreciate it.
No problem. All right, I am adding him to the pen. Let's do it. I will call his case. Oh. Yes, all right. I have the following for Mr. Ahmed. I have case number 220-0030FD. Sir,
Judge, case
please
just
state
by
your name for the record.
2000 FD.
Unmute Mr. Ahmed and state your name for the record.
Kassir bhai, unmute karuka, please.
नाम हो
I did.
नाम My name Qasiruddin Ahmed.
My name is Kassiruddin Ahmad.
All right, good morning. How are you this morning?
শুভ সকাল, আপনি এই সকালে কিলা আছেন, কিলা ফিল কররা?
Good. ভালো
Good.
আছি।
Bala, good. Sorry.
All
Bangla
right,
হইছে।
very good. Ms. Harris, I'm gonna have you give a brief summary as to his compliance. You may proceed.
জনাব
Once he interprets.
হ্যারিস কেস ম্যানেজার কইরা তুমি জনাব আহমদ সম্বন্ধে ব্রিফ হইয়া যাও সংক্ষেপে, তার অবস্থা কিটা?
Okay, sorry, Your Honor, Mr. Ahmed is new to our program, but he is compliant and doing well. I do want to just quickly ask, because he's going to be a face-to-face next Friday as well on the 5th. And I just want to put on the record that we'll need to request Mr. Zaman and do that in a breakout room via Zoom so that I can communicate with them both.
জাজ জনাব খসির আহমদ আমরা প্রোগ্রামও নয়া, বাট তাই সমস্যা ঠিক মতো করিয়া যাইরা যথা সময় মতো তান পরবর্তী তারিখ হইল আপনার মেয়ের 5 তারিখ ফেস টু ফেস। আমি অনুরোধ করব কোর্টরে যে তান লাগে দুবাসী যেন থাকে এবং আমরা জুমে আপনার ব্রেকআউট রুমও তার লগে মাতিম।
All right, very good. Mr. Ahmed, do you have any questions for the team?
জনাব আহমদ, আমরা টিমের লাগে আপনার কোনো প্রশ্ন আছে নি ভাই?
প্রশ্ন তো আমারও খালি আমার টেম্পোরারি লাইসেন্সটা দিয়ে নাকি আমি একটু চলাফেরার লাগে, আমার তো খুব অসুবিধা হয় বাচ্চা স্কুলে দেওয়া ওখানে লাগে।
All I have a issue, like if I wish if I could have a temporary driver license so I can take care of the kids, and move my life because I'm stuck.
Ms. Harris, do you know what's going on with his eligibility for a license?
জনাবা হ্যারিস, তুমি জানো তার ড্রাইভিং সমস্যা কিটা?
Your Honor, at this time, I do know that this was his 3rd offense. And we discussed this last time and expressed to him that he needs to work his program for a while before we can really visit that.
আমি জাজ লাস্ট টাইম তার লগে বিষয় মাতিছি, হে মাত্র 3 বার ও প্রোগ্রাম তার লগে আমরা have to stick to it থাকতে হবে লং টাইম in order for তার লাগি যে ড্রাইভার লাইসেন্স পাওয়ার লাগে আমি তার এটা কইছি।
All right, very good. So, Mr. Ahmed, I'm going to need you to continue to work your program before we can even consider you for some type of restricted license.
জনাব আহমদ, আমি তোমারে জেলা কেস ম্যানেজার কইছি তুমি কন্টিনিউ, আমি চাই তুমি কন্টিনিউ সার্টেন টাইম লং টাইম করো প্রোগ্রামও থাকো, তার বাদে তোমার আমরা দেখমু তুমি যে কোয়ালিফাই নি লাইসেন্সও লাগে।
ওকে
ওকে,
All right, but keep working it, okay?
জেলা হরিয়া যাইরা কন্টিনিউ হরিয়া যাইবা।
করতাম তো।
Yes, I'm doing it.
All right, very good, very good. All right, if nothing else, let's get him his next date, which should be, he's in phase 1. So that means that, Ms. Harris, I'm gonna still have you do a face-to-face with him on May 12th, 2023. I know it's blocked, but I'm just giving her. Okay.
I thought we were putting them on the same thing on May the 5th, so they could be with Mr. The other man.
Oh, yes, he's on the 5th.
Yes.
Thank you. So his face-to-face, I'm sorry, you're right, would be on May 5th, 2023, and that will be 10:35 a.m. Anything else for me?
মেয়ের 1 তারিখ ফেস টু ফেস আপনার আমরা মিটিং হইব মেয়ের 1 তারিখ শুক্রবার সকাল 10:35।
অনলাইনে না আওয়া লাগবে?
Is it in person or face to Zoom?
By way of Zoom.
Zoom by Zoom.
অনলাইনে
জি অনলাইন
10:30।
10:35.
ওকে 10:35। ওকে।
All right. Thank you, Mr. Ahmed, and thank you, Mr. Zaman. Both of you enjoy the rest of your day.
You're welcome, Judge. Thank you. Have a nice weekend. I pray you feel good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Very good. All right, I am ready now to move to our phase 4 people. Phase 4. Bye-bye, Mr. Ahmed. You are free to leave. All right, I do have someone at the Wayne County Jail. Do you all know who's there?
Pollard.
Is that Mr. Pollard?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and Mr. Pollard still has a hold on him from another court, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, and so, Mr. Pollard, I believe what we did on yesterday, I'm gonna call his case so we don't hold up the jail. I have for Mr. Pollard. Oh, he should be under 9. Yes, all right, I got him. I have case number 05343751. Mr. Pollard, we do see that you're at the Wayne County Jail. If you could unmute and state your name for me. Is he able to unmute?
I think he has to get somebody, Judge.
All right, so this is what we'll do. We'll send it over in the order. He has a hold out county for a felony charge. And so there's nothing that I can do right now because he's not, he hasn't been able to post bond. I can't reduce his bond at all. I have no authority to do so. And so instead, we talked about bringing him back, I believe, in 2 weeks to see where he is with that felony hold. So did I miss anything from the team? Did I miss anything?
No,
All right,
Judge,
very
that's
good.
correct. That's correct.
All right, so Mr. Pollard's next date, actually, I'm gonna put it out just a little bit for Mr. Pollard. It would be 1, 2, 3. It would be May 19th, 2023.
They let me go
And that-
yesterday.
I'm sorry, Mr. Pollard.
I had got a personal and no tether yesterday at court.
Okay, that's not what our records were showing up. Hold on, Mr. Pollard. So when we staff, that's not what was showing in the system. Is anyone able to look to see if something different has been uploaded into the system? Ms. Cleveland?
I will, Your Honor. And yesterday in the afternoon before staffing, it was a personal bond with tether and a $5,000 cash or surety bond. He had 2 bonds on his Wayne County Jail holds.
All right, is that 5,000 cash or surety from me or from a different case?
From a different case, Your Honor. At least that's what I saw. I see the 2 cases that are mentioned are the ones that he had in the other district. And I don't see your case on there, Your Honor.
Okay, so Mr. Pollard, you still have an issue. I still can't release you.
Can I ask what district is this from?
Whatever the case where there's a charge of assault, great bodily harm, and then there's also OUI charge, Your Honor.
Well, which city is the OUI charge that I'm having to hold with?
Okay, so
Okay.
which district did you just
Hold
see
on,
yesterday?
Miss, this is what we're gonna do. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, you all can go in a breakout room with Mr. Pollard. If the system is showing he has a bond, there's nothing I can do for him at this time. So I don't want to hold up my docket. I'm going to bring him back on May 19th, 2023, and I'll schedule it for 9:00 a.m. If you, Ms. Wilson, if you could place one of the attorneys and Mr. Pollard in a breakout room, you all should be able to, are you all able to see what Ms. Cleveland is seeing?
No, Judge.
okay.
Ms. Cleveland could go back or somebody with capabilities.
Okay, Ms. Cleveland, can you do that?
Your Honor, I'm looking at the Wayne County Sheriff inmate inquiry right now. Sorry about that. And I see 3 matters on here. I see one, there's an assault, great bodily harm, less than murder. I see another one that's bound over to the 3rd Circuit Court, assault, great bodily harm, which is probably that same matter. And then I see an operating impaired. That's a misdemeanor. Now, on here, they have a cash surety bond of $5,000 cash surety on one of those matters. So I'm not sure which one it is. And one of them has been reduced to a personal bond without a tether, Your Honor. But it would just depend on which one is the whole. There's a misdemeanor one. Now, that misdemeanor one, let's see. Docket number 05343-751. Is that our docket? I'm sorry.
I want you all to go in a breakout room.
Sorry, Your
So I
Honor.
could, that's okay, so I could continue to move my docket. If you could
And
go in the breakout room with the attorney and Mr. Pollard.
Yes, Judge.
may I just say one more thing?
Mhm.
That 05343-751 is actually your docket, your case number for the misdemeanor, and that's the 5,000 cash surety bond.
So that's the only one that he has a cash or surety bond on.
Yes,
Is that
he has
correct?
a reduction to tether on the assault great bodily harm, Your Honor.
All right, very good. And so I'd like for you to, I don't know if we can get him over this morning for processing, but he's not gonna be eligible to just be out in the free world. He's gotta get a tether. So he's probably not gonna get that tether on today. So here's what I'll do. I'll put him on my docket for Monday, May 1st, 2023 at 9:00 a.m. Ms. Cleveland, if you get an opportunity, can you coordinate with Sergeant Coho to find out when is the likelihood he'll get that tether, and also to get him on the 1-800 number so we can get him in the proper services?
Yes.
Because
Your
we're not
Honor.
gonna be able to do that on today. He's not gonna get a tether today.
Yes, Your Honor. And they did remove that tether condition for that bound over matter. So they wouldn't even have a Wayne County Jail tether for him.
Okay, so
I'll
there's not
get
even
it
a tether. Okay, all right. Can you all just go to breakout room so I can make sure I'm getting, I have what I need so he can, I'm not holding him any longer than I need to. So can you all do that? And then I'll come back and recall him.
Yes, Your
Yes,
Honor.
Judge.
All right, thank you. Okay, let's keep going. Ms. Harris, Ms. Cleveland is getting ready to go into a breakout room. You have your hand up. Did you need the court's attention?
Yeah, I just wanted, Your Honor, to know that we have Mr. Hudgens, who is at a treatment provider, and wanted to know if we could possibly do his case so he can do his groups and stuff this morning.
Yes, absolutely. I'll call him now. I have for Mr. Hudgens, case number
Right, so-
220-600-1101. Mr. Hudgens, if you could get someone to help you unmute and state your name.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, I unmuted it. How you doing, Judge Holmes and Ms.
I'm
Harris?
doing well.
Now,
Doing very well.
I guess you was gonna ask me about the video I watched. Being in here, we see different videos all the time, but I wanted to speak on it. But I wanted to speak on the issue of a person we had in here, and he left out of here, and 3 days later they found him dead.
Oh, wow.
He OD'd, but it was a thing with, well, somebody had told on him that he had too much money in his pocket. And so they called him down to the front office and they did a strip search on him. Come to find out he had some Suboxones in his shoe. So they put him out. This happened on a Thursday. And when that Monday came around, Mr. Allen that runs the place came and announced to everybody in the group that they found him dead over the weekend. So within that 3-day period, he had lost his life. And so, it's sad because still to this day, which that's been like 2 months ago, they still keep his name on the wall because he was the guy that worked the program real good. He was here when I came in and he spoke good, and he was a young guy too, still in his 20s, and he spoke and he worked the program real good. But just for the little things he did, they got him put out of here, and then turn around 3 days later, he wound up losing his life. So it was something sad, but it just goes to show.
So what did you learn from it? Sounds like you learned something from it.
Yeah, it goes to show it's no better out here. you know, and everybody, you just have to be careful with who you're dealing with, because you don't know what it is a person is giving to. And ain't nobody out. It's not honesty. You know, ain't nobody gonna tell you what this is or whatever, you know. So it's no honesty there, you know, and you got a lot of people out here scared. Then, like I said, they have this new drug out here now where it's mixing fentanyl with horse tranquilizer.
Yes, we've been seeing that now.
And you know, we've seen a little filming on it and show what it does to the body, because it eats the flesh away.
Yes.
And
That's
so,
exactly
you know,
what it
it's
does.
dangerous. And what I wanted to speak with Miss Harris, you know, I wanted to tell her now I'm gonna do my outpatient treatment here. I got it all signed up for yesterday. So I wanted you to know it's gonna be done right here at the Amherst home. So I will start on that Wednesday.
You're taking care of business, Mr. Hudgens. You're taking care of business. Listen, I'm so sorry that it happened to someone that you know, but believe it or not, it's happening every day.
Yeah.
It's happening in record numbers. You know, the media reports out some of it, but it's happening every day and it's happening in record numbers, which is why we fight so hard to keep people in safe environments and to encourage them not to use substances. And so thank you for sharing that. I hope that others are listening, because, you know, we're doing everything we can do to help, but knowledge is power. And when you know, you have to use that knowledge to keep yourself, first of all, alive.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing now. It used to be keep yourself out of trouble, but now it's keep yourself alive.
Do you
And
want to live? You know.
There you go. There you go. And so I hope that you're giving your all to your program. Are you?
Yeah. You know, I'll be going home next week. So I'm looking forward to going home next week and doing what I need to do for myself to, like I said, I'm gonna still be in the program, because I live over here in this neighborhood. I can walk here to the Amherst home. I was born and raised over here. I've been over here my whole life.
All right.
So
So when I talked,
I'm gonna do everything I need to do to make everything work out all right for myself.
all right, awesome. I love the commitment. Listen, I talked with Ms. Harris yesterday in staffing. We're gonna set up a home visit because we have to make sure that that home is suitable for you to stay there.
Yeah.
And continue to do the work that you're doing. So we're gonna get that done, hopefully on short order, but you can't leave until we get it done. So I know we have to make that connection. It could take a day or two, but if you're scheduled to discharge next week, we should be able to get it done before then, okay?
Well, I'm supposed to leave Monday.
All right, well, they're working on it for today. Ms. Harris, do you have an update on that home visit?
Yes, Your Honor. As of this morning, my conversations with Mr. Talley, the Elmhurst home, Mr. Hudgens has been approved for a pass to meet with us at his home at 2 p.m. to do a home check, and Mr. Morgan is working on getting everything set up so that we can do that this afternoon.
All right, so it's gonna happen, Mr. Hudgens, okay?
All right.
All right, so in light of that, I'm going to do his return to court date for May 5th, 2023, which is next week, Friday.
Yeah.
At 8:45 a.m. because I want to make sure you're doing well, you're tested, you got to go start going to your testing. Ms. Harris will pay for his testing, but for now, but he's got to start going to his testing. And of course your treatment that you're already on that. So you're headed in the right direction, okay, Mr. Hudgens?
All right.
All right. Anything else from any of the other team members as to Mr. Hudgens?
Yes, Judge. Good report. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Welcome.
All right. If nothing else, Mr. Hudgens, enjoy the rest of your day, okay?
Okay, and thank you. I'll see you at 2 o'clock.
See you this afternoon, Mr. Hudgens.
Okay.
All right. Very good. Very good. Has Miss Cleveland made it back from the breakout room? If she has not,
so.
All right. Who do you have on?
I have Miss Phyllis Fitzpatrick. is who I have remaining.
I don't see her. She doesn't.
She's right
Oh,
here.
yes,
She's,
I do.
yep.
I do. I see her now. Very good. Good morning, Miss Fitzpatrick.
Yes, Holmes.
All right, yeah, bring it down. All right, good morning to you. How are things going with you?
Very well, thank you.
All right, very good. All right, very good, very good. Let me place your case number on the record. I have for Ms. Fitzpatrick, case number 220-606-3701. State your full name for me.
Andrea Fitzpatrick.
All right, very good. You working your program, ma'am?
Yes, I am.
All right, you're four weeks in. Tell me, what do you think of it so far?
So far, everything has been going well. It's not as bad as I thought, but then again, it's just the beginning.
Okay, all right, but you're getting up every day doing your part, right?
I am. I just started a new job yesterday. I'm feeling really good. I mean, a little tired because I'm doing 2 jobs, but I'm feeling very good.
All right. Very good. Now, I know you had you were self-employed, part-time. Is this a full-time employee? All right. All right. You still making some time to take care of you, right?
Yes.
All right. Awesome. Awesome. Anything, what are you struggling with, if anything?
Getting up early.
Getting up early, you struggling with that? Come on. Early bird catches the worm. At least that's what they told us. I don't eat worms. That's what I used to say. I don't eat worms, so why I gotta get up early?
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, I get up
It'll
at
get there.
6, or I try to get up at 6 every day. I'm usually a little slow moving around, but they want me to work mornings, and I don't want to work mornings. I want to work nights.
Oh, because you're not a morning person.
And then
Oh
I
my
have 3
goodness.
puppies that drive me crazy.
Oh my goodness. 3 puppies? Oh my. Okay. It's like having 3 little kids. Do you have children?
No, those are my children.
Oh my goodness. And you opted for 3. All righty then. All righty. I got you. All right, Miss Fitzpatrick, you saw the video this morning. What's your thoughts about it?
Did not see the video.
You didn't see it? Okay, you'll get an opportunity to watch it. Thank you for your honesty. You'll get an opportunity to watch it. Important messaging just about not taking other people's medication, receiving things from other people, because it might just be your last time. For this young man, King Ryan, it was his last time. He was getting ready to graduate from high school and get his braces removed. And he died the day before, taking a Percocet that was not prescribed for him. And so you'll get an opportunity to watch it. Is there anything that you need us to help you with?
No, I'm doing pretty well.
Doing pretty good? All right, awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. I want you to keep up the great work you're doing. Miss Harris, is there anything to add? I know she's in compliance. We talked about her on yesterday. Anything to add?
Nothing to add. I do appreciate her positivity and, she's just been very easy to work with so far. And like you said, she's compliant and doing well. And I look forward to watching her continue to succeed in the program, because we give you things to do as you, progress through the program. And that is specifically to try to avoid overwhelming you, because we don't want you to feel like it's too much. So you had mentioned that it's been easy so far, and hopefully we can keep it to where you're doing the things in stages and phases, so you don't feel overwhelmed, Ms. Fitzpatrick.
All right, very good. Mr. Reed, anything asked to Ms. Fitzpatrick?
Yes, thank you, Judge. Great attitude. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
All right, very good. If nothing else, I have your return to court date it'll be a face-to-face. with Ms. Harris, and that will be on May 12th, 2023, and that will be at 10:35 a.m., okay? All right, you're all set?
Your Honor, she is phase one, so I didn't know if you wanted me to do my face-to-face with her next week or just because.
Oh, that's even better. Well, it's still gonna throw her off because the 12th is
No,
not
actually,
available.
I heard all that. It did probably
Oh,
sound a little
okay.
jumbled and confused.
All
on
right,
the record
very
as
good. So
to
let's
some
just
of
do a
this
face-to-face on May
information was-
12th.
Okay.
Okay, all right, very good. Thank you. All right, Ms. Fitzpatrick, I want you to enjoy the rest of your day. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks, okay?
You too, Your Honor.
All right, okay, bye-bye. All right, Ms. Harris, do you have anyone else?
I do not, Your Honor.
All right. Let's see, I see Ms. Krasinski and Ms. Ellis. Do we know if?
I think she's actually finishing up now. She sits right next to me and I heard her just say she's coming back to the courtroom, so she should be here briefly.
All right, wonderful. There's Miss Cleveland.
Sorry, Your
Wonderful.
Honor.
All right, nope, that's good. You're just in time. All right, let's do it. I'm going to go to Deja Ellis. I have for Miss Ellis, case number X095887. And I also have for Miss Ellis, case number Z8066081. Miss Ellis, state your full name, please.
Deja Ellis.
Good morning, Miss Ellis. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing very well, doing very well. Miss Ellis, you had an opportunity to see that video. What are your thoughts?
I think it's just really sad and unfortunate, like you shouldn't be taking medications that's not prescribed to you anyway, but for those people who do have addictions, that can't help it, they risk their lives taking those type of things. And it's not even just overdose, like you could just take one dose of something and then you could be gone.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right. You've been doing what you're supposed to do, Miss Ellis.
Yes, I have.
Tell me what you're doing on a day-to-day basis to work your program.
So I've been working. I work Monday through Friday. And
Okay.
I go to my testing when my color is called. And also I still Miss Hawthorne, she actually said that I completed therapy, but I still told her that I wanted to see her. So I see her every Wednesday. And then also I have a recovery coach that I see on Wednesdays after I go see Miss Hawthorne. And I just I've been going to the gym still.
All right, so you are doing some really good things to work on you, right?
Yeah.
How are you feeling about those things?
I feel really good. I feel like my head is really clear and I'm focused. I have plans on going up to the school where I was last taking classes at, Henry Ford, and seeing if I could start back taking classes in the fall.
Good. Very good. All right, keep us posted on that, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good, very good. Did you have any issues or concerns that you need to raise with me on this morning?
Well, the only thing was that I saw Miss Cleveland's email yesterday that the date of graduation changed, and I'm not hired into I am hired into the company, but I don't have any vacation or personal time. So I have to let HR know like in advance of when I need days off.
Absolutely. That's why we're giving you all early notice. And so if you need something in writing from the court, let Ms. Cleveland know. We'll make sure you get it, okay?
Okay.
Thank you for bringing that up. Very good. Very good. Anything else?
No.
All right, Miss Cleveland, is there anything else you need to add as to Miss Ellis? Oh, you're muted, Miss Cleveland.
Sorry, Your Honor. She's doing very well. I'm very proud of her. I want her to keep this up. It's going to be sooner than you think as far as that graduation date. I believe it's sometime in June. They're just going to let us know. Then I'll send the formal information and I'll do the letter for you.
Okay.
All right, very good. Miss Ellis, your next face-to-face with Miss Cleveland is going to be May 19th, 2023. And that will be at 10:35 a.m. I want to encourage you to keep going, keep working, okay? Keep working
Okay.
hard. All right, very good. Take good care of yourself. It's good to see you this morning, Miss Ellis.
Good to see you too.
All right, very good. You may leave. All right, I am now ready on. I'm now ready on Mr. Vikings and Miss Cleveland. What did you all determine about Mr. Pollard?
Thank you, Your Honor, and I'll, if I can, I'd like to address the court on that. What we found out, Judge, is that there are no other holds for Mr. Pollard at this time, except the matter that he's here on. I informed Mr. Pollard that this court is going to order that he receive a tether. I informed Mr. Pollard that if that's the court's choosing, but I think that's what the court has indicated. I told Mr. Pollard that we would make contact with the Wayne County Jail to do that as expeditiously as possible. And I informed Mr. Pollard that the court may wish to bring him over here, bring him back on Monday, hopefully by that time with a tether. We'll use all our resources to try to contact people at the jail that can be done. I told Mr. Pollard there's no guarantee, but we do know people we can call, and we'll try our best, because what we want to do is get him into this program, get him going, get him out of jail and get him working. And I believe Mr. Pollard understands that. He was questioning why he was in jail all the time. I think there was two other matters. He got those matters resolved. I think in a good way, maybe at least one of them resolved in a good way. I think Camp Tramick is still coming up. So while he has other matters in front of him, Judge, he does wish to get this matter going and do what this court wants him to do. He understands that this court, certainly it's within this court's power and jurisdiction to place a tether on him. And if we can do that as expeditiously as possible, and I told him that I knew the court would want to do that in that way.
All right, very good. And so, Mr. Pollard, that's exactly, and Ms. Cleveland, what I'm going to do, I'll bring him back on Monday. Ms. Cleveland, that will give you the opportunity to get with Sergeant Coho to get him on the 1-800 number so we can get him processed for services. And I am ordering a Wayne County jail tether. That's what I want for him. He was already an absconder, and then now he's picked up some new stuff since he's been with us, and he absconded from us as well, which is how we got him back, because he had another interaction with law enforcement. And so, Mr. Pollard, we're going to get you processed, but you kind of put yourself in this position. So I'm going to need you to pack a lot of patience while we work through it. Okay?
I think that was a yes, even though he's muted, Judge.
Okay. All right. Very good. So I'm going to put him on for May 1st, 2023, and that will be at 9:00 a.m. And then his order should say Wayne County tether, and and 800 number for services, and then release to 36th District Court only for now. I'll just say that for now. Well, he's not being released, so we don't, yeah.
Is he coming over, Judge, or just
He's-
on
He should probably come over, right, on Monday, Miss Cleveland?
It might be easier for him to get the tether over at the Wayne County Jail since they're doing the tethering. So if he could be heard.
No, not talking about the tether.
Okay.
He may not have his tether on by Monday. I don't know that. So let's just give him a return to court date, keep his bond. but please add that we want a Wayne County Jail tech. I think that's the best
Yes.
way to do it.
That, I think so too, Judge.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, very good. And so his date will still be May 1st.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, very good. We are all set. All right, thank you, Mr. Powell.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll see you on Monday. All right, very good. All right, let's do it. Are we ready I'm finished with the Wayne County Jail. Are we ready for Ms. Krasinski?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, let's do it. And someone should let Mr. Green know, Miss Matt, that his client is back.
I did, Your Honor.
Okay, wonderful. I have for Ms. Krasinski, case number SP 105-55631, case number U 597-16121. Ms. Krasinski, please state your full name.
Good morning. My name is Elizabeth Krasinski.
All right, how are you this morning, Ms. Krasinski?
Pretty good this morning. A lot better than it has been this past week.
Okay, you want to tell me what's been going on?
I was really sick with a sinus infection.
Okay.
I'm still on quite a bit of antibiotics, so I'm just taking a lot of antibiotics.
Okay.
Going to therapist appointment. My therapist made me feel a lot better when I spoke with her yesterday. So.
All right, and are you feeling better?
Not really.
No.
I actually just found out yesterday I'm
You
pregnant.
look pretty good. I'm sorry.
I said I actually just found out yesterday I'm pregnant. So.
Oh wow. Are you happy about that? Excited? What are you?
Excited, I guess.
Excited, you guess. All
I already
right.
have 5 kids, so it was kind of sort of an unexpected thing.
Well, how is it you have 5 kids and now you having an unexpected 6th child? That's not unexpected. If you was doing what you did to get the 5, then you know number 6 is gonna be on the way. Now we're not gonna be unexpected. Come on.
I know
It didn't catch you
all
by
know how
that much of a
happens.
surprise. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, then you've got to get ready, ma'am. You've got to really get ready. What are the age ranges of your other 5 children?
18. My oldest son is 18, and my youngest are my twins are 7.
All right. All right. Yes. Okay. And the kids are with you?
No.
All right. Okay, so you've got to get ready. It's going to be very important for you to work your program. It's going to be very, very important. Okay, and I hope I still have your commitment to do that, right?
Yes, very much so.
All right, very good. And so tell me, what did you take from that video? Did you watch it before?
Yes, I did. I actually had a real personal experience with something similar like that a couple of days ago. I found out my cousin overdosed and died. She was pretty young. She was like 24, and she left behind kids, a husband, and you never know what people are going to give you. Just because they say it's good doesn't mean it is. So you have to go with your first mind and just not take stuff people give you, because you never know what's in it.
Right. Very good. I'm sorry to hear about your cousin. How long ago did that happen?
2 days ago.
That's very new. It just happened. I am very sorry to hear that. How are you handling that? What are you doing?
Going to meetings. I talked to my therapist about that yesterday a little bit. Talking to my family, talking to her family. When I was in the streets, I was with her too, so I had seen her quite a bit. She'd actually seen me about 2 weeks ago, and I told her, stop what you're doing, go to rehab, get yourself help. She just refused. So it's like, I see You know, that's not the way to go for my life. You know, I can't speak for everybody, but for me personally, I don't want to live like that. So I just pray that people out there that were in the situation that I was, they find some type of peace, solace, or whatever, and get themselves help, because that's no way for anybody to live.
It really isn't. It really isn't. So you've got to fight hard. I want to encourage you, first of all, applaud you for reaching out to your therapist to talk about something that's devastating. That has to be devastating. And then I want to encourage you to continue to talk about it, to continue to fight. Okay? Can I get you to do that?
Mm-hmm. I like talking to my
Yes.
therapist, but yes, I like talking to my therapist quite a bit, you know. So, I mean, she definitely helps. You know, if I have an issue that bothers me, or I feel like something's kind of going a little bit wrong, I have no problem calling Miss Cleveland, calling my therapist. I'm sure Miss Cleveland's probably getting sick. You know, I'd rather reach out and ask for help than let it sit there and eat away at me to the point where I go do something stupid. You know, I know about it.
There you go. Very good. Very good. All right. Do you have any questions for the team this morning or any concerns that you need to share with the team?
I actually have a question. I'm having a little bit of an issue. You know, I'm doing what I can to come up with money to continue to pay for my therapist. Is there any you guys can help me with drug testing still for a couple more weeks?
Okay, so Ms. Cleveland, I know we didn't talk about it, but listen, we have to look to see if we have funding, because we're required to, and she's in phase 2. We're required to fund testing for everybody in phase 1. You're in phase 2. And so, Ms. Cleveland, let's do it for 2 weeks and see where we are, okay?
Yes,
How about that? Ms. Krasinski, does that sound good?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And then we'll reassess where you are, but you've got to go test, and you already know that, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. Any other concerns you need to bring up to the team this morning?
No, ma'am.
All right, Ms. Cleveland, is there anything additional you'd like to add?
No, Your Honor. It was what we discussed in staffing yesterday.
Okay. All right, very good. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, anything?
Yes, just sorry for your loss. Keep up good work. Keep up the good work. Congratulations on the good news.
Thank you.
And Ms. Krasinski, we know you're a strong person. Keep strong, keep focused, because you can do this. You've shown you can do this, and demonstrate that to yourself every day that you can do it, because we know you can.
Thank you.
All right, very good. So Ms. Krasinski is in phase 2. Ms. Cleveland, that means that she's going to have a face-to-face with you. I'm going to go ahead and put that face-to-face on May 12th, 2023, and that'll be at 10:35 a.m. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you, Ms. Krasinski. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you. I hope you feel better.
Thank you. Be safe.
Bye. All right, bye.
Bye-bye. All right, let's do it. I am going to now call the remainder of our specialty court docket. And then we have people that are in the box. If they need to speak with attorneys, let's get that going. I don't think they do. But let me find out what's going on. I have for Eric Purifoy, case number 220-603-3001. Where's Mr. Purifoy?
Your Honor, he is in residential therapy at Lake Ridge. I have to reach out to them again to find out what's going on. He was sent an email that he had court, and I'm not exactly sure if there was something that happened. So,
all right. So you can reach out, but I'll adjourn him to May 1st.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And I'll put him on for 8:35 a.m. Okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, very good. And that's case number 220-603-3001. As long as you know he's still at his provider. Is that correct?
Right, and then I will let you know right away if they tell me that something has happened.
All right, very good. And then where is Chevelle Matthews?
Your Honor, I'm not sure. I did send her a message as well. We had her face to face previously, so I'm not sure if this is an oversight, but I would like to ask if I could have it adjourned till Monday so that I can find out what's going on with her. She's compliant with all things, and she didn't know I was recommending a promotion, but I don't think that would be the case. That why she.
And I gave her the date though. Are you sure that she's okay?
Right, I have to check to see what's going on with her, Your Honor.
Well, that's right. You've been in court. Yes, ma'am. All right. I'll adjourn her to Monday, May 1st, 2023 at 8:45 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Very good. And then I have, let me see, who else do I have? I have Mark Davis, 220-586-7101. Mr. Davis should have had a face-to-face. His return to court date should be on May 5th. Is that correct? Yes, Your Honor. May 5th, 2023, and that will be at 8:45 a.m. I have for Christopher Gritzinger, U 620-04221. He had a face-to-face on today. His return to court date should be May 5th, 2023 at 8:45 a.m. I have for Holly Ann Hoffman, ZA 073211, ZA 081061. She also had a face-to-face on today, and her return to court date should be May 5th, 2023, and that will be at 8:45 a.m. I have Justine Liggins, case number 220-561-8901. She also had a face-to-face on today, and her return to court date will be May 5th, 2023, and that will be at 8:45 a.m. With that, I am going to, that should be everything for this particular specialty court.
Yes, Your Honor.
And as you all know, we're on call, we're on hold. I see the DDC is on hold. I don't know if they have somebody, they try to get us to arrange, but just, stick around. And then Miss Matt, can you run Monday's docket? I need to meet with you all today on Monday's docket. We did not staff for Friday and Monday on yesterday. So Ms. Cleveland, if you could get that word out, I'd like to do it when we finish court. We don't necessarily have to wait till 1:30. I heard Mr. Griffin say that he had a 2:00 home check. So if we could get that done, that would be great.
I'll send the message, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. There are some people that are in the waiting room. I think you need to sidebar with me. All right, the court is gonna go into recess. Ms. Wilson, if you could orchestrate what's going on and let the folks in, turn their volume all the way down for me. I'm sorry, 1 second before we do that. Miss McCall, what case are you here on? I'm here on Asbury. Is that your only case? Yes. Okay, is Mr. Asbury in? He is in that waiting room. Ms. McCall, let me get this. Can I do this real quick? Because he's in good shape. All right, let me just do this real quick, Ms. Jasmine, and then I'll see you. All right, Mr. Asbury, if you are there, please turn on your camera. Please. I apologize. I did not see you sitting in the courtroom.
We have another case to interpret as well, Mr. Alvarado.
All right. Okay, your client's doesn't have his camera on. Give me 1 minute. All right. Yes.
Good morning. Just real quick, remember this call? Circle back with recommendations for her because she had language. I did talk to Ms. Price. So 3 recommendations. She already got her scrap test, but she still has it out. If we can let her go home, she can test 3 times a week. If we can help pay for it, she herself wants to do her AA or NA. She said she wants to be in person doing something every day to help her. So I'm like, that's fine. She still has a recovery coach, and Ms. Price recommended Her services continue at Teen Wellness, but she meets with Ms. Griffin 2 times a week. Do her.
Y'all are
do her-
muted.
Oh, can you turn them down and mute?
I don't know why I can't hear.
All right, Ms. Hernandez, I'm ready on your case for Mr. Alvarado. Good morning to you, Mr. Hunter. Good to see you again.
Good morning, Judge.
I'm ready. I'm going to swear in Ms. Hernandez, who is serving as the Spanish interpreter. And so Ms. Hernandez is physically in the courtroom, which is why you don't see her on the screen. Please raise your right hand. That's okay. Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that you will interpret the words as spoken by the parties in today's proceedings and that you will do so completely and accurately without any additions or deletions, so help you God?
I do, Your Honor.
Thank you. State your name as well as your qualification.
My name is Emma Hernandez. I'm a CEO qualified Spanish interpreter number 15575.
All right, thank you. And you're interpreting from English to Spanish or from Spanish to English
I do,
today?
Your Honor.
Very good. I have for Mr. Alvarado, case number U 647-76922. Mr. Alvarado, please state your name for the record.
Este es el caso del señor Alvarado, caso número U6477-6922. Señor Alvarado, es tan amable de decir su nombre para que conste en el acta. My name?
Abundio Luis Alvarado.
Abundio Ruiz Alvarado.
All right, thank you, and good morning to you, sir.
Gracias, señor, y buenos días para usted. Good morning to you. Same to you.
All right, Mr. Hunter, please place your appearance on the record.
Señor
Yes, sir.
Hunter, si es tan amable, diga su nombre para que conste en el acta.
Sam Hunter, appearing for Officer Bumpus on behalf of probation.
Soy el señor Hunter y estoy representando aquí el departamento de probación.
All right, thank you, Officer Hunter.
Yes, sir.
What do you want to tell me about Mr. Alvarado?
Your Honor,
Hold on. All right. Go ahead.
Your Honor, this is a non-probation case in which the defendant was sentenced on January 5th, 2023, and ordered to complete HIV testing, 40 hours of community service, and John's School at the Southwest Detroit Community Justice Center.
Okay, hold on one second. Let's let her interpret.
Sí, su señoría, esto es el caso del acusado, fue sentenciado el día 5 de diciembre del 2023 y se ordenó tomar la prueba de HIV, 40 horas de servicio comunitario y atender a la escuela de John School a través del servicio comunitario del suroeste de Detroit.
Sí.
You may continue.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, confirmation of completion of the John School HIV testing, HIV STD testing was received from Mr. James Phillips of Southwest Detroit Community Justice Center on January 17th, 20.
Go ahead.
2020.
Sí, su señoría.
He's just given 2023. Go right ahead.
Sí, su señoría, se recibió confirmación de que le había cumplido con las clases en John School, también con los exámenes de HIV y de STD, también para el día enero 23.
Right. Mr. Hunter, you may continue.
Thank you, Your Honor. We have also received confirmation of completion of community service, and that was received on April 28th of this year from Ms. Green.
Y también recibimos la confirmación de que completó todas sus horas de servicio comunitario y eso lo recibimos de parte de la señora Green el día 28 de abril de 2023.
Your Honor, the defendant made a full payment of $400 on January 5th of 2023. Therefore, he has zero balance at this time.
Su señoría, el acusado pagó $400 el día 5 de enero de 2023, por lo tanto, tiene un balance de cero.
So what is your recommendation?
Entonces, ¿cuál es su recomendación?
Your Honor, the probation department is satisfied with Mr. Alvarado's completion of the programs that were recommended or ordered. So at this time, the probation recommends successful discharge and that his case be closed, Your Honor.
Su señoría, para el Departamento de Probación está satisfecho con el trabajo hecho por el acusado y el haber completado todo lo que se le pidió, por lo tanto está recomendando que el caso sea cerrado con éxito.
All right. Any objection from defense counsel?
¿Hay alguna objeción por parte de los abogados defensores?
No
No, Judge.
objections. No objections.
No, no hay ninguna objeción.
All right, then I am granting the request from probation. I am closing the matter with improvement. I hope that you've learned some valuable lessons and that we won't see you here again on that type of charge.
Está bien, entonces yo voy a aceptar la recomendación hecha y voy a cerrar el caso exitosamente, con mejoría, y espero entonces que usted ya haya aprendido y no volver a ver esta corte con cargos semejantes. Okay.
All right, thank you, and thank you, Mr. Hunter.
Thank you, Judge. Have a great weekend.
You do the same.
Gracias, su señoría, que tenga un buen fin de semana.
All right.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. Bye-bye, nice to see you.
All right, good to see
Bye-bye.
you. Do I have a paper to sign for her? Is this it?
Yes, Judge.
I've seen these in so long because we've been virtual.
I know.
Yes. Nice to see you.
I know, good to see you too, Ms.
Thank you. Bye-bye,
Hernandez.
happy weekend.
You do the same. All right, I guess Mr. Hunter, did he leave us? I guess he does not have, Ms. Alkawi. Can you call over to probation and find out who does? All right, and were you able to get a prosecutor?
Ms. Walker will say she'll be over shortly, Judge.
All right,
She's in the
wonderful.
courtroom.
All right, Ms. Harris?
Yes.
What are we doing with, you have Mr. Connor, is that correct? Good morning, Mr. Connor, and good morning, Ms. Thomas Orr. Good morning to both of you.
I think I did his keys right.
Who did?
Someone's keys are right here. I don't think they're, yeah, this is not Holmes. I noticed the badge, I'm like, no, that ain't his.
Oh, okay. So I have to say, well, he's not gonna get far.
It looks like though to go through security, get out, go all the way to your car, realize you ain't got your keys, have to walk back over here
Yeah,
and go through
no
security.
fun, no
Can we
fun.
sign up
Yes,
for-
absolutely. Give me a second, you are. All right, let's do it. I am ready on for Mr. Connor. Ms. Harris, I have case number 19044111501. Mr. Connor, please state your full name for the record when you make it up to the podium.
Morning, Christopher Stephen Connor.
All right, good morning, Mr. Connor. And then Ms. Harris, place your appearance on the record.
Angel Harris, case manager for specialty court.
All right, thank you. Mr. Connor, I'm bringing you back after serving a sanction. At about 3 o'clock this morning, I got an email regarding recommendations that have been made by your therapist that you indicated you did not want to do because you were working. And so something that we used to say all the time, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fike, is anything you put before your sobriety, your recovery, you're going to lose it anyways. So if you're opting out of treatment because you have a job, you're going to still end up losing that job, because I'm never going to give you a pass because you have a job. I'm just not. So after a couple of times at the Wayne County Jail, a couple of times having to sit here, you're not going to have that job anymore. Okay? So I indicated, and I know Ms. Harris, you weren't on the email, so I'm assuming no one was on the email. I just responded to the information that I received, that participants do not get to tell the providers what they will and won't do. They don't. I count on providers to do assessments, to make recommendations, because they are the professionals. They are the clinical assessors. They are the therapists. And if they say an individual needs X, Y, Z, and I'm not equipped to say, no, they're not going to do that, then certainly the participant is not equipped to say, no, I'm not going to do that because I have something better to do. Because we know what happens is you end up spiraling back down. Just because you did inpatient doesn't mean it's over. You're going to have to work at this every single day for the rest of your life. If you really want to overcome, you're going to have to work at it every single day for the rest of your life. And so, listen, I've talked with Ms. Harris. Here's where I am. I'm going to follow the recommendation that the therapist placed in the documentation as to what his treatment, his continuum of care was. And that is, he is to continue with his therapy. Now, she did make a recommendation that there was weekend therapy available. I can't imagine why you wouldn't do weekend therapy, because you're not working during the weekend. But let me tell you, if you're not going to do weekend, then you're going to do the weekday therapy. That you are to do therapy as prescribed by the therapist, not by you. You're not a therapist. In addition, you are going to attend that Monday alumni group. Absolutely. You need the support, Mr. Connor. Just going to listen. I share this only because my brother allows me to. He went to inpatient treatment 6 times. A chemical engineer, a degreed man making big money. He could not, he thought he could just say, I quit. And he realized it didn't work that way. 6 times he had to go. It's not anything that you can do just overnight. And if he was here, he would tell you recovery is an everyday journey for the rest of your life. Matter of fact, I was on the phone with him last night. He's like, sis, I gotta go. I have an 8 o'clock meeting. I gotta get up and get ready to go to my 8 o'clock meeting. He's 34 years clean. He still goes to meetings 3-4 times a week, host meetings, lead meetings. I'm joining him for an international conference that he's doing where he's speaking. Every single day, he does something for his recovery, because he realizes that the day he wakes up and says, I'm good, I've arrived, I got it, that he's one step closer to going back to the dope house. So he goes every day, whether he's on vacation in another country, doesn't matter. He goes to meetings. Came to Detroit and went to a meeting in a shady area. Had to tell him, sir, you can't go to a meeting over there. You got to find a meeting somewhere else to go to so you can come back home in one piece. Listen, every single day you've got to work this. And every day that you get up and you decide that you're not going to work it, you're not going to do something, you are setting yourself up for failure. You're setting yourself up for failure. So you're going to do that therapy. I will allow the weekend because that was mentioned in the continuum of care. The Monday alumni group, You are going to follow Ms. Medina's recommendations. You're going to follow them. I don't need your input and I don't want it. I want the professionals' input. Now, at some point, as you get farther along the road, down the road, I am gonna hear from you and tell me, you know, how you feel about this or with respect to your treatment. Right now, you're at the very early stages. So I need to rely on Ms. Medina. I'm also going to keep you on that scram tether and you're going to test 3 times per week.
One thing in regards to the scram tether, they did remove it when I was at Wayne County. So I have not.
They did remove it or did not?
They told me that was their policy for everybody.
You said they did remove it?
Yes.
Okay, so where is it?
They took it.
Okay, so we need to follow up because he needs a scram tether today. He can't leave without his tether. So call them, and this was a house arrest tether, right?
Yes.
So let Mr. Joel know, because they may have some relationship where they can make it happen really quickly, but I need Mr. Joel to come up today and put on the tether.
Okay.
All right, very good. Thank you for letting us know that. All right, you are going to test 3 times a week, random. That consumption log, you should have it, and it should be sent to Miss Harris today. Because as I indicated to you yesterday, you cannot continue to screen and have those results, and then they come back as a negative confirmation because it is an indication that you're doing something. Okay, and if in the consumption log, if the scientists don't say, oh, well, when he drinks a cup of decaf coffee, that's what's making him have that positive test, we gonna have some issues. We are going to have some issues. I won't tolerate it. I won't tolerate it. You will be over at that Wayne County Jail every single time. That's where you will be. We want to help you. Even if you don't want to tell me what you're doing, tell your case manager, tell your therapist. Because whatever you're doing, sir, it's not going to be a happy ending for you, one way or another, at your hands or at mine. It's not going to be a happy ending. Tell us this is the time so we can get you the help that you need. Do you understand that?
Understood.
You also have to get with your insurance, because when you finish these last 4 sessions or what have you with the therapist that you're with right now, you need a continuum of care. You've got to have some long-term or some additional SUD treatment, because it's not going to happen for you overnight. And I'm going to be interested to see what is her recommendation for the continuum of care once he finishes those sessions that she indicated in her letter that he needs. So we'll make sure we get that. And then you need to get on it with your insurance, because there will be no lapse. Because if you don't get it done, I'm going to find a place for you to go. And then you're going to go during the day when you should be at work. Because I'm not going to pull any favors. If you're not going to take care of you, I'm not going to jump through hoops either. I'll jump through 100 hoops as long as I know at least you're standing by doing your part, at least holding the hoop for me. You're not doing your part, I'm not jumping through any hoops, okay? All right. Questions for me, from the attorneys, from Ms. Harris, or from Mr. Connor? Start with the attorneys. Any questions or concerns?
No,
All right, very good. Ms. Harris?
Your Honor, I just want to mention that I want him to understand that today, before he leaves, we need to at least make an effort to reach Ms. Medina and at least leave her a voicemail, letting her know that he plans to attend the weekend group, which I will follow up with an email as well, but he needs to make that phone call today.
Let's have him do it.
Additionally, there was something else we talked about. I forgot what it was.
The insurance?
No. No, so we gotta do the tether, we gotta make sure that's handled, we gotta call over there, just talk about the phone.
All right.
Oh, I wanna make sure he's aware that he needs to have a phone call, a Zoom or a phone call reassessment with Ms. Price on Monday when she returns.
Yes. Okay, on Monday. So make sure, if you need to take notes and write this stuff down, Ms. Harris, make sure he gets it.
Yep.
So he knows what's going on. All right, very good. Mr. Connor, is there anything you want to add?
No questions.
Okay. Do I still have your commitment to work the program?
Absolutely.
Come on, Mr. Connor.
I've stumbled along the way a little bit, but I know that
Yes.
I know what I want, and I know what is expected of me. So yes, I'm still on board, I'm still committed, and I'm willing to do everything that is required of me to make the program successful.
All right, awesome. Awesome. All right, with that, I'm going to give him a return to court date. I want to check in for next week. So can we do May 5th?
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine. And then it'll be by way of Zoom unless Ms. Harris tells you otherwise. If you don't get this stuff done, then you'll have to come back in person.
And Your Honor, can we schedule that for 12:30, because he does work on Fridays?
Can we schedule him a different day for 12:30?
Thursday would work much better.
Thursday's his normal day anyway, so Thursday at 12:30, can we do a Zoom?
Yes, May 4th, 2023 at 12:30. Okay? All right,
Thank you.
very good, thank you. Listen, I'm still rooting for you. I still believe in you. You can do this.
Thank you.
You can do it.
Thank you.
All right, very good. Mr. Green? We haven't gained a prosecutor yet.
Yeah, she's in the breakout room with the, with Ms. Jill Perry.
Oh, okay, so it shouldn't be long. Mr. Green, are you still with us?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you ready on Miss Thomas Orr?
Yes, Your Honor. Do we need a prosecutor because Ms. Rogers is out for this weekend next, for the rest of this weekend next?
Oh, Miss Max says we have one, but she's in the breakout room. Did you have some recommendations for Miss Thomas Orr?
No, Your Honor. I was just going to concur with the recommendations from yesterday, which I believe was to be reassessed by Ms. Price and also be referred to services, as you know, because the ones that she was in had a bit of a change, and we talked about it yesterday. And I think also, I do want to bring to your attention that Ms. Price is out for the week as well, so we cannot get that assessment done anytime soon. So.
Right, till Monday, right?
Right. I think I'm not too sure when she comes back in.
All right, very good. And so, Mr. Green, have you gotten any more test results? Because I know there were some that were pending.
So yeah, she didn't have any test results pending because those were the ones that she was unable to make because of this incident that happened. So none of them were pending.
Okay. All right, very good. But you have recommendations to be reconnected to services, reassessed by Ms. Price, and to continue testing 3 times per week. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor. That would be my recommendation today.
All right, Mr. Fikens, do we need an attorney for that?
I don't think so, Judge.
All right, very good. Come on, Ms. Thomas Orr.
If you don't mind, can I speak to Mr. Fikens real quick?
Oh, Ms. Thomas Orr wants to speak with you, Mr. Fikens. Is someone in that breakout room?
Ms. Harris just went in there with Mr. Connor.
Okay.
I'll see if they.
See if they can. All right, very good.
Judge.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Hunter from probation is here on the other case that you needed.
Is he on? I don't
Yes.
see him. Okay, yes. All right, Mr. Hunter, if you could turn on your camera. Thank you so much.
I gotta go set her up, Judge.
All right, let's go to Mr. Hunter, if you could turn your camera, there we go. All right, I thank you for joining us for Danya Al-Qawi, case number Z8087331. Ms. Al-Qawi, please state your full name for the record.
Hello, my name is Danya Al-Qawi.
All right, thank you and good morning to you, ma'am.
Good morning.
All right, Mr. Hunter. Uh-oh, you're muted.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Good morning, Your Honor. Samuel Hunter appearing on behalf of Officer Driscoll for probation.
All right, thank you. Tell me what's going on with Ms. Al-Qawi.
Your Honor, Ms. Al-Qawi was placed on 12 months probation beginning on March 9th, 2023, with the following conditions of that she shall not consume any alcohol, should not possess any illegal substances, submit to random testing twice a week, be assessed for substance abuse treatment, complete victims impact panel, the alcohol highway safety education, the consequences video, and the marijuana insight program, and also submit proof of employment and education, along with fines and costs to be paid as well. The notes that I've gone over with regards to Ms. Aquari from Officer Driscoll indicate that the defendant reports no changes whatsoever in regards to police contact. However, it states that she started a new second job, part-time job, and continues with mental health services. It says no conditions have been started as of yet, and this was on the 14th. It indicated that it is currently
What do you mean no conditions? What do you mean no conditions has started? What does that mean?
that she has not started on the conditions that were ordered by the court,
On none of them?
according to what I'm seeing, Your Honor.
Has she been testing?
I can check into that, Your Honor. Didn't have time to do that, but I can look that up.
I know they pulled you at the last minute. I appreciate you. If you could check, go ahead and finish your report, Ms. Alquali. Before I haven't finished, is there something you'd like to say?
Yeah. So I haven't started with those assessments. The past month has been very difficult for my family. My uncle passed away, and it was Ramadan. I don't know if you know about it, but last month was like Ramadan, and it's like very like special for Muslims. Like we fast the whole month, and after there's like a big celebration. So with the funeral and that after it, like I was like very busy with my family. But I will work on those this month, hopefully all three. I'll finish them all.
Your Honor, if I might speak, it does state in the notes that it was Ramadan at the time of the notes being entered, and that the defendant plans to start after Ramadan.
Okay, all right, very good, very good. All right, is there anything else that you want me to know, Mr. Hunter, about Ms. Equality?
It looks like Officer Driscoll has her scheduled for her next appointment with her on May 18th at 3 o'clock.
All right, did you get that? May 18th, 2023. That's when she's gonna see Ms. O'Driscoll
That's correct, Your Honor.
at 3 o'clock. And then she'll come back to see me. She won't see me until it would be like May 26th. Yep, she'll see me on May 26th, 2023, and that will be at 10 o'clock a.m.
Got it. Thank you, Judge.
Okay, all right, Ms. Alquawi, do you have any questions?
No, that's all. And I've been doing the testing all. I haven't missed anything.
All right, very good. Keep up the good work, okay?
I will. Thank you.
All right, very good. If nothing else, you have your 2 days. Mr. Hunter, anything else?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Ficus, did you have anything?
I would just say, young lady, keep up the good work, and I think you're going to get through this, so keep it up.
Thank you.
All right, very good, very good. Okay, if nothing else, you have your next dates. So take good care of yourself, and we'll see you next time, okay?
Okay, thank you so much. Have a great day.
You're very welcome. You too. Thank you, Mr. Hunter. Great job.
Thank you. Have a good weekend.
All right, you too. Can you place Ms. Thomas Orr and Mr. Likens in the breakout room?
Thank you, Judge.
All right.
We can do it 10:30 if you want.
Oh, okay. Let's do it. Ms. Thomas Orr, make sure you accept the invitation. All right, let's do it. For the 10:30, I have Isaiah Andrews. I have case number SP 1270945 and SP 128899291. Did he pay what he was supposed to pay?
Yes, Judge.
And those two matters are scheduled for dismissal?
Yes, Judge.
Then I am dismissing both of those matters without prejudice. I have for Felicia Applewhite. I'm gonna start with the adjourn to pay, SP 125377271. Did she pay?
She did not pay, Judge.
What's the amount owed?
175, that's a civil infraction.
All right, I'm going to reinstate the original charge. It's after 10:30. She has not appeared. I'm reinstating the original charge and it will be going to default. And then for license improper, is that gonna go into default as well?
Yes, Judge.
All right, so that'll be a default judgment as well. All right, thank you. I have for Robert Argueta Nolasco, case number SP 142666542.
That should be a dismissal because he, with the ticket that he was supposed to pay, he did pay.
All right, I'm dismissing that matter without prejudice. And then I have for Latasha Arrington, case number SP 134623031.
Yes. They paid $120, they owe $120.
All right, I'm going to give additional time to pay since she did make an effort. And so what I'll do is I'll adjourn this to pay and I'll adjourn it to May 28th, 2023. No, is that a holiday?
That's a weekend.
Oh, that's the 6th then. I'm sorry, May 26th.
Okay.
2023, and we'll put it on for 10:30 a.m.
Judge, I apologize, the one on, Felicia Applewhite, the ticket that ends in 981, that is a misdemeanor.
Okay, so that will be a KBS, and the bond will be a personal bond. All right, very good. All right, I don't see anybody that showed up for trial. The trial, did Natasha Atkins show up? Officer, can I get some more water, please? I appreciate it.
No one showed up, no officer, no attorney, no defendant.
All right, is the prosecutor still in the breakout session with the victim?
Yes.
All right. I wanted to know. Thank you, sir. To call your case. Your probation officer is with us. I said, Mr. Asbury, we are waiting on the prosecutor to join us for your case. Your probation officer is in the courtroom with us, okay? So just have to be patient. Okay?
Okay, man, I'm sorry, it was muted.
Okay, thank you. You can go back to mute. Let's go. Are we ready on Ms. Thomas or?
Yes, Shannon.
All right, let's do it. I have for Janine Thomas Orr, case number 110-571-6101. Ms. Thomas Orr, state your full name for the record, please. Janine Denise Thomas Orr. Thank you, Mr. Green, your appearance.
Yes, Your Honor. Demetrius Green, Specialty Court Case Manager.
All right, thank you. Ms. Orr, I'm bringing you back after having a one-day sanction. I hope that you had an opportunity to think about how you are going to make decisions as you move forward. All right, very good. I know you asked to go and speak with Mr. Fikes. Was there something going on that you wanted the court to know about?
I would better let Mr. Fikes explain it better. Maybe
Okay.
Explain it.
Okay, Mr. Fikes.
Yes, Judge. Well, first of all, I think Ms. Thomas Orr gave a lot of thought while she was away from us overnight. She wanted to express to me how much a tether might be able to help her. She wanted to work with Mr. Green on that. That's one of the things that she thought out her planning for how she could help herself and be, I hate to use the word proactive because it's overused, but that she's active about her recovery. And I was very encouraged by that because the whole conversation was about Ms. Thomas Orr's telling me how she wishes to affect her recovery. Not that she won't listen to everybody, she does want to do that, but she thought that a tether might be important in her life and help her and give her strength. And she wanted to know if she could work with Mr. Green and the court about obtaining that.
Who's gonna pay for it? You're gonna pay for your tether?
If Mr. Green will call Mr. Wendell, then we can sit down and have a conversation, work something out for Genesee County and pay for it.
Mr. Green, do you know anything about this?
No, Your Honor. I don't know if that Mr. Wendell, he is a pretrial release officer in Genesee County, so I'm not sure if they have their own tethers that they will give to their people they're working with. Also, because Ms. Thomas Orr is in Genesee County, I'm not sure that we can even give her a tether because she's not from Detroit. So, I mean, maybe it's possible, but I would have to look into it.
And we're aware of that, Judge. We're not trying to ask for anything that can't be done or can't be done easily. She just thought of that as a way to help herself, to keep reminding herself of her need not to go back. And she thought of that as one of the ways. I think there are other ways as well that she wants to ponder and think about. And she mostly just wanted to see if, I think, establish with this court that she's serious about her recovery, work with Mr. Green on whatever things he can help her with in terms of recovery.
Okay. And Mr. Green brings up a valid point now. We don't have a transfer case from Genesee County. I don't know how we would be able to monitor you. But listen, let me tell you the bottom line. Ms. Thomas, or you can have 20 tethers. Until you make up your mind that you're gonna do what you're supposed to do, all you're doing is wearing a tether. That still doesn't, I mean, I want you to do what you're supposed to do because you're supposed to do it. And because it's what's best for you. I don't know, Mr. Green, I don't see a purpose of placing her on a tether. I just don't.
Yeah,
You all
sure.
help me.
Yes, Your Honor. I personally also agree. She is still testing 3 times a week. So, you
She
know,
will continue with the tether. She's gonna continue.
right. So I honestly, you know, if she's not motivated by testing 3 times a week, I'm not sure she'd be motivated by a tether and 3 times a week either. So
I don't, Mr. Fikes, I think it's a good faith gesture, but I just don't, I don't understand what it would profit her to have a tether.
Yes, and
She's still gonna test 3 times a week.
And Judge, I think that she wants to demonstrate to herself and to you that she's very serious about this program and gave this a lot of thought. And I appreciate the thought that she gave. Yes, I understand, and I think she understands too that the problems with the different counties will come into contact. I think it came into contact before. I think Mr. Green and Ms. Warfield and Ms. Thomas had a discussion about this. So I know, I think it's been discussed, but we do want to let the court know that she took all of the sanction to heart, and we want to go in that direction. She'll continue to work with Mr. Green on those things that are recommended, and she'll do anything that this court and Mr. Green recommend and order.
All right. All right, thank you. Mr. Green, I know that part of the recommendation on yesterday was that she was to be reassessed by Ms. Price. She's to be reconnected to services. And she's to continue to test 3 times per week. Is there anything else that you have recommended?
No, Your Honor, not at this time. I will also, I do recall Ms. Warfield mentioning we would check with Attorney Duplessis to see if there are any additional resources that we can utilize in Flint. But other than the recommendations that you have just named, I do not think anything else is necessary.
All right, very good. Ms. Thomas, or do you have any more questions?
Yes, I also wanted to see, was there any way that Mr. Green and you guys could figure out what community service that I could do in Genesee County, because I know me and Mr. Green spoke about it once before, and he was telling me he didn't know any agencies that the court was connected to here. Only in recent times I started working, because I'm tired. I mean, besides.
Why aren't you working? Let me ask you that.
Well, I actually had an interview, but at GM, I didn't like that. So my auntie, she's trying to rework that for me, because she's one of the foremen that's down here. But it was majority because of scheduling, but it was organization. Plain and simple, with the kids going to school, me trying to have transportation, making sure someone was with them while I'm at work, because I can really only afford to work 3rd shift. I can't work first or second. I have smaller kids and kids are in school, kids are that's transitioning in school. I can prefer to be there with them throughout the daytime, you know. So,
What's the youngest?
2.
Okay. All right, and so, Mr. Green, you can look into it. You might want to reach out to Miss Green for community service to see who we could connect her with in Genesee County. And so she can start her community service.
Okay, will do, Your Honor.
Okay, but at some point, you've got to be working. You've got, how many children do you have? 5. You have 5 children.
Yes, that's what I was saying. That was another reason why I was so disappointed. I had went to jail. And so, like I said, my auntie, she's really trying to work that out for me. And we're trying to get my car out of the Empire. So, you know, a little overnight, you know, we had to get a little money, but then that was my fault trying to help somebody that couldn't help me. So yeah, so basically we're gonna, if I can, if it's possible for the court to let me know today, we're gonna try to get my car out, because I have to get out by 4 o'clock. So
Oh yeah, you're leaving today, but listen, you've got to do what you're supposed to do. No missed screens. You're not going to test here today. You can, if your color, I don't know if your color was called.
It was called yesterday, but I tested at the county.
Okay, very good, but you know you have to call every day. Don't count test that off. Call every single day. So if it drops, you just test while you're out there, okay? And we'll go from there. But no, I have no plans to keep you on today. Mr. Green, I'd like to see her back next week just for a check-in. And that would be a return to court of May 3rd, 2023. And that would be at 8:45 a.m. Anything else? I'm sorry?
I have court 3rd. Okay, it's the 4th.
Okay, this is the 3rd. All right. All right, very good. Mr. Green, do you need to see her for anything?
No, Your Honor, not unless she needs to see me for anything.
Do you need to see Mr. Green?
Yeah, I actually need a letter because my apartment office, I was supposed to sign some more papers with them, so I want them to know that I was in court.
Oh, that's gonna come from my clerk. She's not sitting
She
here.
just stepped out for a second.
Okay, when the clerk comes back, have a seat. You don't have to sit in the box. When the clerk comes back, have a seat, and let's make sure we tell her to give her the paperwork indicating where she's been. Come on, Miss Thomas, or I'm gonna see you next week, Wednesday, okay? You're very welcome. All right, are we ready on Mr. Asbury? Prosecutors here?
Yes, Judge.
All right, thank you. I'm going to call, thank you so much. I'm going to call Mr. Asbury's case. I have case number C8087671 for the people.
Shannon Walker, P 53794 on behalf of the people.
Thank you. And then on behalf of probation.
Good morning, I'm on behalf of the probation department.
Thank you. Mr. Asbury, state your name.
Arnold Asbury II.
All
Your
right,
Honor.
thank you. Thank you. Ms. Walker, there was a preliminary issue that I need us to deal with, but I'm gonna ask Ms. McCall, is he in compliance with this court's orders thus far?
Your Honor, Mr. Asbury was placed on his probation on March 28th, 2023 for 6 months. He was ordered to pay $410 in assessed fines and costs, pay all outstanding fines, costs for 36 days report, no alcohol, no use of possession of illegal substances, random urinalysis twice a week, the alcohol highway safety class level 1, and return today for his review date is scheduled for September 28th, 2023. And at this time, Mr. Asbury has paid his assessed fines and costs in full. He has provided verification of completing the alcohol highway safety class. And in regards to his testing, our last tested on April 26th, 2023, which was negative for all substances. But however, on April 22nd, 2023, and April 15th, 2023, and April 4th, 2023, and March 30th, 2022, he's positive for marijuana. But he indicated that on the day of sentencing, that he had a medical marijuana card, which he was waiting for in the mail. However, he has provided verification of his medical marijuana card that was issued on March 31st, 2023, with the expiration date of March 31st, 2025. And in regards to his outstanding traffic balance with this court, he owes $325. Mr. Asbury has a pending tickets to this afternoon at 1:30 with this court. And those tickets.
Not with this court, not with me.
No, it's with courtroom 533.
Are those tickets that he's picked up since he's been with me, or?
No, the defense date on those tickets was March 28th, 2020. So that was before sentencing on this case, that he was sentenced on this case, March 28th.
Okay.
So these were prior tickets for sentencing, so he does have those pending that's scheduled for today. And in regards to the probation department having contact with Mrs. Perry, who is the victim on this case, and she indicated that her vehicle was totaled due to the accident on this case.
All right, thank you. From the people?
Yes, Judge, I've had an opportunity to speak with Ms. Jill Perry, who was the victim in this case, and she is present in the courtroom. She indicated that her vehicle was a total loss. She was not compensated by her insurance company due to the fact that the vehicle caught fire. I have not seen the policy, and obviously I can't advise her on that. What I've spoke to Ms. Perry about this morning is perhaps seeking private counsel to look into that for her. But I would ask this court to preserve the issue of restitution for Ms. Perry until a next court date, just so she has a chance to speak to private counsel about that matter. Given the fact that her vehicle was a total loss, was an issue to her family. In addition to the vehicle being lost, she lost the wheelchair that her father uses. They had to replace that through the VA. She has had substantial hardship and loss based on the fact that Mr. Ashbury's vehicle crashed into hers and caused hers to catch fire. As an additional layer, Judge, it appears that that vehicle was a rental car. So Ms. Perry does have some issues that she needs to have a private counsel address for her before we decide if we need to go the restitution route.
All right, very good. And so, Ms. Perry, thank you, Prosecutor Walker. I need you to get your attorney together. I'll grant the prosecutor's request to reserve the right to take testimony on restitution, but I need you to get you an attorney so that you can proceed. Okay?
Okay, okay.
All right, very good.
Thank
Anything
you.
else from no problem. Anything else from any of the parties? There are no violations of my order at this time, so it's a recommendation that he continues to test. He continues to do things that this court has ordered him to do and get another review date. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor, on probation.
All right, very good. Mr. Asbury, is there anything that you need to let the court know about?
Yes. That ticket was caught before I had got sentenced, like I think a month before. And as far as the fine, Ms. McCall has been pretty helpful, but it's the first time I'm hearing about that I got a $225 fine out there, because I would have paid it before I came to court today. Like I paid the $410. So I'm sorry about that, because I would have paid it. And also, I should have let you know. I let my lawyer know, but I thought that he let you know that I had a trip planned way before I got sentenced, and I lost out on that trip because I complied with you and my probation officer. I called her and told her that I had a trip planned, and I sent her everything, the itinerary and everything. And so she said she emailed the court and they said that I couldn't go. So I lost out on that trip, and that was some thousands of dollars.
I didn't say he could not go. My message was that I could not understand the writing, the handwriting on the order, and nothing was ever represented to me. And I don't babysit cases. People have to get me the stuff. So no, that is inaccurate. There is no order, Ms. Mack. Am I correct? There is no order. There is no record, no order where I deny you the right to travel. Now, your attorney came up here being rude to the staff at the front desk and the staff in the courtroom. And that really don't get people very far. But I wasn't here to witness that. That's what was reported to me. My only concern was I could not understand the information in the order. And I sent that message back through email, and I never received anything. So if you lost money on a trip, this is not because this court denied it. Okay?
Okay. Well, I apologize that I had a misunderstanding, because my probation officer, Miss McCall, she told me that information. So I'll just have to speak with her. But she told me that. And
I did not deny his motion to his request to travel. I didn't deny it.
So yeah, that it put my bank account in negative, because the hotel, they kept charging my card. So the credit union that I bank with, they just let them charge my bank card, and it put me in a negative. Then on top of that, I had to cancel the flight with Delta. They wouldn't give me my money back, and then I got a flight credit or whatever. But I'm just saying, like, I apologize. I had a misunderstanding, so I apologize. But I still didn't go because I was under the impression that I couldn't go anywhere. So I just, I just want to follow the rules and just, do everything I got to do, because I have family in Georgia, and my plan was to move this summer, but I'm going to take care of what I got to do so I can go, because, my grandmother, my aunties, and it's just everybody's trying to move. So,
well,
yeah.
Just understand, I applaud you for not leaving without the court's permission, but it sounds like you have some things you need to work out with the hotel, because once you did not get the court's approval, then you should have picked up a phone and canceled. And if they continue to charge, then that's an issue you have with the hotel.
Yeah,
So
I do, and with my bank, because I don't have nothing where on my account where I can overdraft and pay it back. I don't have that. They're not supposed to be able to do that. So yeah, you're right. It's
So
an
you need to
issue that
follow up with those things.
that I'm going through.
Yeah.
So it's
Yes,
okay.
so please follow up.
I'm all right. Everything has
All
been
right.
helpful. I've been completing
Okay.
everything, and anything else I gotta do, I'm gonna do it so I can
Get it done. Get it
get it
done.
done.
Ms. McCall, did I send
And
you
I'm
to the
sorry that Mr.
education?
Mitchell. I'm sorry.
Hold on
I'm
one
sorry.
second. That's okay. You don't have to apologize to Mr. Mitchell. I love Mr. Mitchell. But when you're not kind to people, you know, attitudes don't take you far. They just don't. And sometimes just being kind, just being polite. But I love Mr.
You're
Mitchell.
absolutely right.
But I can't control what they do at that front desk, but I know when you come in here and it you know, with my clerk, no, we don't respond to people that you know, act like we owe them something and they're talking to us in a disrespectful manner. But I don't allow them to disrespect people. They don't. It's a two-way street. I don't care what they come in here and do. The team in this courtroom cannot disrespect, because that's what the standard I've set in my courtroom. So when people come in and they're disrespectful and I'm not here, my directive is you don't have to respond to them. As a matter of fact, reach over and push the emergency button and let the police come. You don't have to respond to them because they don't get the opportunity to be disrespectful. Because even if somebody else is disrespectful and my team, when my staff is disrespectful, they're gonna have to deal with me. And it's not gonna be a good thing. So
Yes,
I don't
ma'am.
know what happened that day. I wasn't here. I think I was on a vacation day. And I don't know what happened, but that's the report I got. And so it just won't work. It just won't work. But Ms. McCall,
Yes.
did I have him attending any educational
The
classes?
only educational class was the alcohol highway safety.
And has he done that?
Yes, he has.
What you learned, Mr. Asbury? In your class that I sent you to?
I learned that you have to make the right choices no matter what, and you have to always think ahead and think for you got to think for everyone. And also, as far as drinking, you know, you definitely shouldn't drink and drive. You definitely shouldn't over party because it shouldn't take a whole lot of liquor to have fun. So it shouldn't take no drugs to have fun. But I feel like you should always be responsible and always be mature, think mature, and never let anyone influence you to do anything that you don't want to do, especially if you know it's wrong.
All right. All right. You're learning from this experience, sir. That's the purpose of it, is to learn so that you don't repeat it. Because this time you're fortunate. Next time you may not be. You may not be fortunate. Okay? All right.
Yes,
And then
ma'am.
you've got somebody here that was harmed or is alleging she was harmed from your actions. We're going to take that up as soon as she gets an attorney. Okay?
Okay. And I apologize to her also.
Yes. All right.
For any pain or suffering I caused. I apologize.
Live and learn. They'll live and learn. All right, very good. I'm going to give a next review date for Mr. Asbury. That is going to be, I've been doing 30 days out, so that will be the 26th of May at 10 o'clock a.m. And it'll be on Zoom unless you hear otherwise from Ms. McCall. Okay?
Okay.
All
Thank you, Your Honor.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Perry, and thank you, Prosecutor Wong.
Okay, thank you. I just wanted to ask you one question. For me to retain a lawyer, I'll have to pay something, right?
I can't advise you, or Mr. Fikes, you all can talk to her about how it works.
Yeah,
Okay, well, is there any help I could get from him to help me with that?
I'll be happy to talk to Miss Perry in a breakout room.
Yeah.
Can my lawyer just talk to her and we just come up with a price that.
Let's not work this out first online. There's a good way to do this, a good process to do this, and you can contact your attorney about making contact. Let's not do this in a court proceeding.
Okay, no problem.
And so, Mr. Pikes, would you like to go in the breakout room, please, with Ms. Perry and give her some information?
Yes, I'll give her some information, Judge.
All right, Ms. Perry, you're going to get an invitation to a breakout room. Please accept that invitation. And Mr. Fikens will give you some information. Thank you, Mr. Fikens.
Go tell
Thank you,
Connie
Mr.
that
Asbury.
she can do this. I don't know what this. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Ms. All right, you're very welcome.
And thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Ms. McCall. All right, I
Thank
want
you,
to
Anna.
call that, bye-bye, Mr. Asbury, you're free to leave.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, all right.
Judge, I
Let's
see
go
the jail
to-
online. Do you need me for that case?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Very quickly, let's do it. Mr. Griffin, do you have a case number?
Yes, Your Honor. Your
Let's
Honor,
call it.
this is the matter of Amber Godfrey, case number U46131118 for disorderly conduct, amended for caution and soliciting. Also case U68494810, disorderly conduct, amended for narcotics and drug-related violations.
All right, thank you for the people.
Shannon Walker, P53794 on behalf of the people.
Thank you. And Mr. Griffin, place your appearance on the record on behalf of Specialty Court.
Good morning, Your Honor. Brian Griffin on behalf of Specialty Court this morning.
Thank you. And good morning at the Detroit Detention Center. If you could unmute so Ms. Godfrey can state her name for the record.
Morning, Your Honor, Honorable Judge Holmes.
Good morning. Thank you. All right. Ms. Godfrey, state your name for me, please.
Amber Godfrey.
All right. Good morning to you, ma'am. Mr. Griffin, tell us why we're here.
Okay, Your Honor.
Wait a minute. Where's defense counsel? I need a defense counsel.
Mr. Fikens went into a breakout room.
He did. Okay, give us 2 seconds. Let's ask Mr. Fikens if he could pop back in just real quick. I need to do this arraignment on the bench warrant for Ms. Godfrey, and I need defense counsel. My apologies. I just realized he was gone. All right, Mr. Fikens, we need you on this arraignment on the bench warrant for Amber Godfrey. Mr. Griffin was getting ready to give the information as to why she's at the DDC. Mr. Griffin?
Okay, Your Honor. Ms. Godfrey was sentenced on January the 2nd, 2020 to a 15-month term of probation. She was placed on the tether in order to inpatient treatment at Share House. On January the 14th, Your Honor, 2020, according to Share House, Ms. Godfrey removed her tether without permission and left the premises, and her whereabouts was unknown at that time. So she's been gone since January the 13th of 2020, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Fikens?
Well, yes, Judge. Certainly, she's been gone for a while. I would think that she still wants our help. I would hope that she still wants our help. I would recommend that she think about that and we bring her back as quickly as possible, Judge, so we can get some clarity from her.
All right, very good. For the people?
Yes, Judge. I'm extremely concerned. Not only did Ms. Godfrey walk away, but she cut her tether, and it looks like, but for being picked up, we wouldn't be looking at her right now. The people would request, gosh, Judge, I want to help her, and I'm hoping she wants our help, because I remember Ms. Godfrey, and I've been here that long. I'd request 30 days Wayne County Jail as a sanction. During that time, hopefully she can speak with who she needs to speak with, get back on track, and get in our program.
And I would recommend we see her quicker than that, Judge, just because it's better. If she wants to get in this program, I think that decision can be made by her fairly quickly, certainly by next week, as to whether or not she wishes to remain in this program. We bring her back at that time. We figure out where she wants to be, where we want her to be, and then get her into treatment if she continues if the court allows her to continue with this treatment.
All right.
And Judge.
Mr. Griffin, go ahead.
Yeah, and Judge, I would like to bring her back next Thursday just to get her assessed, just to see what she's at and see what we're dealing with. And then we can move forward from that, see if she's even interested in coming back into the program, and figure out what she's been doing since she's been gone for the last 3 years. And then we can always apply a sanction or whatever if needed.
All right, and the time that she'll spend will count toward any sanction for absconding starting today. I'll start that clock today. I'm not going to make a decision on the sanction at this time. What I am going to do is I am going to send her to the Wayne County Jail. I need the order for her to get screened. I want drug screening for everything while today. I need them to do it today, as a matter of fact. And then, Mr. Griffin, I will bring her back on May 4th, 2023. I'll put her on for 9:00 a.m. since she is at the Wayne County Jail, and we will see where we are going from there. Again, any sanction that I issue for absconding these days, beginning today, will count toward that sanction, because I haven't made a decision as to whether or not she's coming back and how she's going to come back. But I do need to know what she's been doing, and screening will allow me to get some insight. Okay.
Thank you, Jim.
And Judge, once we get those screener results, do we determine we're gonna have her dressed out and brought over, or will we interview her from the jail?
Just let's for now say that it's on Zoom.
Okay, great. Okay.
Okay, for now we'll say Zoom.
Okay.
Okay.
And
All
Your
right,
Honor,
very good.
because we don't know her medical background, could we have the file marked medical if she's in need of any medical?
Absolutely, Ms. Mack, if we could do that, that would be great. All right, and then Mr. Griffin, you may want to just coordinate with Sergeant Coho to let him know we really need her tested today. She's coming over. We need her tested today, and to even maybe closer to Thursday, get her on the 1-800 number so that we can start getting her moving toward help.
Okay, Your Honor. I'll make that call today, Your Honor.
All right, very good. All right, if nothing else, I have the next court date. Ms. Godfrey, hang in there, and we'll see you on Thursday, okay? And thank you at the DDC. I appreciate you all. We'll get that order over to you right away. You all are muted if someone's saying something. All right, then that ends that matter. I can hear you now. What did you say?
Can I get the dollar amount for the MIT, please, the order form?
Oh, yes, let's do an amount of $5,000 cash or surety. And then she's gonna go to the Wayne County Jail. I won't see her again until May 4th, 2023, and that will be at 9:00 a.m.
Copy that, Your Honor. Thank you to you and your staff. Have a great day.
You do the same. Be safe. Thank you. All right, very good. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. Mr. Griffin, if you could ask Ms. Cleveland if she's heard anything from Chabelle Matthews, that would be great. And then I had one trial scheduled for 10:45. I'm satisfied I've given the parties ample time to appear. I have for Natasha Atkins, SP 995882. Counts 1, 2, and 3. Defendant has failed to appear for trial. Capias will issue as to the 2 misdemeanors, and the bond will be set at $50 cash or surety as to each matter. And then for the civil infraction, a default judgment will be entered.
Thank you, Judge.
Yes,
Thank
Judge.
you. All right, Ms. Cleveland, were you able to locate Ms. Matthews? Can you print me Monday's docket, please?
Yes, Your Honor. She was very apologetic. She said she had a very stressful evening yesterday, but she's not out of compliance, but she had overslept. I'm sorry. And she apologized.
Okay.
And she wanted to know what you wanted her to do.
Okay.
I did send her a message about the adjournment as well.
All right, very good. But she's in compliance.
Yes, Your
Ms.
Honor.
Cleveland.
I don't have any issue. I did not tell her she was going to be promoted today, but that was the other thing too. I let her know that she missed her promotion, and hopefully that will happen on Monday. So she's okay
We
though.
can
She's
adjourn
doing
it
well.
to Monday.
Yeah.
We can adjourn it to Monday,
Thank
May 1st, 2023, and we'll put it on for 8:45 a.m.
And I actually heard from Mr. Eric Purifoy as well, because I sent a message.
So he's still where he's supposed to be, is
Yes,
that correct?
and he said he had his dates mixed up. He thought it was for Monday the 1st, but
then
it
he'll
was
be
for
here
today.
Monday.
Yes.
All right, very good. All right, then you all know it's 11:52 a.m. We are on standby. I need to staff. Can I get that Monday? Okay. That Monday docket, and then we will go from there.
What time, Your Honor?
I want to see it first.
Yeah, I haven't, the people that you added for today for Monday, I haven't put them on yet, so it's a couple people not on.
Okay,
Just
let
a
me
couple.
just get a gist.
Yeah.
All right, very good. If you all, well, it's almost your lunchtime. I'm not gonna go into your lunchtime, but if you all want to get on